we go. Another one at it. Hello, you fine, lovely bunch of coconuts. What's up, Brock?
What's up, man?
How you doing, sir? How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks for
my gender.
Thanks for dropping by. Welcome to Stuck in the Middle. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. We got a bunch of stuff to talk over with limited time. Brock will be leaving us around 11 p.m., so we're going to try to cram some stuff in. Well, yeah, you know, there's a different feel, there's a different vibe going on. There's some housekeeping going on, if you will. I'm trying to figure out how to begin the show now. Like obviously, you know, it's me and it's you. There's a third person missing still, and I think it may remain missing.
It's not like it hasn't happened before.
This is very true. This is true. And you know, last time it has happened, though, I was in the unfortunate position of moving. So there was like not a lot of motivation to kind of keep it going, but
yeah.
At this point, it's like, you know what? Let's see what we got here. Let's keep on keeping on. We're gonna do, you know, the show might evolve a little bit. It might not be what you're, expecting. Might not be what you're used to. But damn, we're gonna try to do it anyways. And Brock is
it'll
with
still
me.
Be here.
It'll exactly. The show will be here. Will it be the same? Who the fuck knows at this point?
Who knows?
I have no idea. So I can't do the high five. What's up? Where's my?
I can.
Can you high? Yeah, can we do it like an upside down high five?
Yes.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. we got a bunch to go over. Now we're gonna talk about the flock cameras. The flock cameras. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be upfront and forthcoming with you. Like the flock cameras have never crossed my radar yet. I haven't been and that's no pun intended, by the way. I don't mean that like in a joke way, but seriously, like They just started to be implemented in the area that I live in, and I haven't, I'm only now stumbling across all the hullabaloo going around with them. But apparently, though, these are only one of a few types of cameras that are already out there. I don't know why Flock is getting the big.
Well, I mean, they're the name brand. To be honest with you, that's why they're probably getting most of the flack. Or Flock. Or
Flock, yeah, whatever. I heard another brand called Axion. Does that ring a bell? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's the people who do the body cams.
Oh, shit. So, but they make, like, license plate readers, too. Oh, shit. They're a multifaceted company, if you will.
Yeah, Flock is a very weird thing, because, like, I think they started out as what's called LPRs, or license plate readers.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that essentially what they are? They're like, quote, glorified license plate readers, or no?
They're a little bit more than that. So they take that, plus now they're taking like the description of your car. So like, let's say your back window has a Metallica sticker. It'll remember, hey, this green Durango with a Metallica sticker on the back window was traveling down this road at this time at this speed. And then they can track your movements because they can line all those things up and say that is definitively the same person.
Will they also make note that the car has a good taste in music? Will they put that down because of the Metallica sticker?
I think that's the next update.
Yeah, dude, don't worry, dude. AI is gonna get crazy. Dude, they're gonna tell you that's a great thing.
It has great taste in music.
Yeah. Before we get into the flock cameras, I want to. It feels like every week there's like something going on. Like last week there was a mass shooting. If there's not some type of tragedy going on, somebody steps up and says, hold my beer. And I guess this week, real quick, Nature said, hold my beer as far as Colombia goes.
Colombia.
They suffered an earthquake there, 7.4 on the Richter scale, on the Andy Richter scale. So, you know, it's.
You know, the weird thing is like that, like, and imagine this, that's right in the middle of a technical war zone right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because the new president took over. And he's going full El Salvador.
He's going full El Salvador? Oh, that's not good. That's not a good sign.
I saw a video, I think it was this morning, of the Colombian military landing in a drug den. His first act as president, by the way, was spreading pesticides over all the cocoa farms.
Oh, okay. So that seems like a cool thing, right?
Machine guns just to lay waste to drug dealers.
Are we pro that? We're pro pesticides on cocoa plants, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because the less of that's there, the less of it comes in here. We all know Colombia is known for one thing:
chocolate.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of good chocolates come out of Colombia.
And they're building a mega prison like El Salvador did too.
What is that prison called in El Salvador? It's a crazy fucking name, isn't it?
You know what's funny? That's the name. I can never remember that stupid thing.
That's where what's his face got sent to, right? The fucking like the ice guy.
Garcia,
yeah. They're like, oh, he got sent to, like, you know, pictures of that prison is wild.
Part. Yeah, we saw the pictures of him in prison. It was like he had a TV in his room. He didn't get to see the bad part.
Right. But that prison, like, it does look like they're all in some type of like ISIS beheading video. Like they all got their hands behind their back. They all like their heads are down.
Supermax though, like those are the dudes in Supermax that get that treatment. Not like the everyday thief doesn't get that treatment.
I feel like
just goes to jail.
Yeah, but I feel like even as far as that prison standards go, like chill to them is still like fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's still like, whoa.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Like that place went from number 0 to ever want to visit to it's probably a top 3 for me right now. El Salvador.
Is this guy like? Do we consider that is it president? Is it a dictator?
I think he's a president. I think he's elected, so he's a president. He's not like the guy from what is it, Chile, who said we're done with elections now.
Yeah, that's it. Forget about it.
Yeah, he's not like that guy. They're gonna have another election, you know, a couple of years.
Is Colombia as bad with cartels as Mexico is?
Yeah, because they're like they're this thing that like creates most of the drugs that gets to Mexico, and then Mexico does their thing with them, and then they send it to us.
Like how much of a badass, or like maybe even like of a dirty cop do you have to be like, all right, as a president, I'm coming in, I'm stopping everything. It's like no one's gonna listen to you. Like he must have some pull elsewhere.
He's leveraging military.
Okay, well there you go. The pull being military pull.
Yeah, and like the video I saw is like it was the helicopter landing. Imagine like an old Vietnam video of the guy shooting out the door with a machine gun.
All right.
And he's just laying waste to everything while everybody's getting out of the helicopter.
That's Colombia.
Like, do you remember the part in Predator where Jesse Ventura just destroys the forest with the minigun?
Yeah.
That's basically what this gunner was doing.
I live off the grid now.
Well, while his like military buddies were like army crawling under the gunfire to get to the drug dealers.
Yeah, because apparently you can crawl under gunfire being rained down on top of you almost.
No. They were landed.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. He just
raining death onto these people.
Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So here's footage of the earthquake that happened in Colombia. And again, like I said, it's sad, but what intrigues me, I guess maybe in like I don't know, just like I don't what do you say ignorance? Not seeing an earthquake and never having experienced one. There's something fascinating about what's going on in this video.
Absolutely,
you know,
the earth is moving away from you.
Yeah, but I still can't comprehend standing on solid ground, but like not being able to bounce. Only when I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's normal though.
That's a common earthquake. Jeez. That's a big one, too. This next, once the camera pans over, because we've seen buildings shake.
Yeah.
What is interesting is when it pans over and just there's people standing on the street. Look at like the bus is moving.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You can actually kind of see the ground like moving, right? Like especially this one right here.
Crazy at the church.
Yeah, that right there. Look at him.
Jesus.
I want to play some kind of dance music behind it. Like, you know
what the worst part is? Like, they have no choice. You just got to stand in the middle of the street and just wait it out.
But like with any earthquake, though, that's got to be what you do, right? There's no, you know, there's no like.
What do you do? Sit at home and just wait for the roof to collapse in on you? Nah, we're good.
You know what? At least we have a plan for nukes, right? You hide under your desk, you go like this. But earthquakes, we got nothing. We've never figured out how to. We got no escape route for that one.
No.
Look at that. That church is just falling apart. Wow.
And that church is probably over 100 years old.
That's probably why it's falling apart. Upkeep, you know.
Yeah, that church. You know, it's not a lie.
Calm down. Look at that.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Oh. That almost looked like AI for a second. Some of this shit you can never tell. What Well,
God damn, dude.
Prayers up, positive thoughts for the people in Colombia. That is some wild stuff. Tell you what,
South and Central America are getting their ass handed to them right now. Lots of crazy shit going on.
Well, but maybe there's some crazy shit going on here. Maybe not natural disaster crazy. I'm trying to segue. Yeah, so let's go back to America.
Yeah, but it is hurricane season.
Yeah, but like an earthquake happened in Colombia, and like people are dead, people are dying, and we're like, we got these cameras, man. We're complaining about we got these cameras, bro. You gave a little bit of a kind of like a background on flock cameras. I was just kind of looking up. They were founded in 2017, and flock, like I always thought flock camera was like an abbreviation, like FLOCK, but that's like you said, that's actually the name of the company. So I had no fucking clue on that. They began as a neighborhood-focused startup aiming to reduce property crime. So they didn't really start off they're just like on the street, so to speak, which kind of makes more sense now when we see some of these videos.
And I think a lot of people automatically poo-poo the idea of what they are, and I don't like what they are on public streets because they're ran by a private corporation.
True.
And that unsettles me. You're giving people access to information that they would otherwise not have.
Like, can I ask a question to go with that? But you would rather have the government have that information?
They already have that information.
Touche.
We register our vehicles.
Yeah.
They know our license plate numbers. When cops stop you, they immediately run your license plate. They know who's supposed to be in the car, allegedly.
That's a good point. I guess the government is like looking at you while you take a shit via your camera phone, via your phone camera. But flock cameras are like they get your license
plate. I don't
plate.
mind if like you had a flock camera on, let's say, the police station.
Right.
Like that's their property. They can do whatever the fuck they want with their property.
Yeah, and it's like a 1 up, 2 up of just normal surveillance. Like not only is it surveillance, it's going to catch what happens, but it's going to read the license plate. It's going to identify a person. It's going to better.
But it only catches it in that one small area of the purview of the police department.
What about like police departments, courtrooms, like government buildings?
That's fine. You don't have an expectancy of privacy there.
No, you do not. No, you do not. What if we had? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish. Sorry.
Well, no. And I was gonna say, if like, let's say Walmart just wanted it, but it was only contained and only could be accessed. So, for example, at my job, I have access to certain very sensitive information.
Okay.
And if I was to access it, I would get fucking fired. If they just saw me fucking around on very important people's phone numbers, email addresses, things like that.
No, hang on a second. So you have access to it. It's not that if you accessed it, you would be fired. Is if you've accessed it in like a way that was unbecoming of what your job description would be.
Well, let's say I had access to your information. You weren't in the store and I wasn't talking to you through our system. There's no reason I should be in that information.
Got you. So it's all dependent on if you're in the moment, so to speak, with whoever you're looking at.
Like, for example, here's a generic thing. I have access to like Joe Rogan's home address, driver's license, things like that.
Hook a brother up.
I can't, but if they caught me looking at that stuff, I'd be gone.
So then how do you, and I'm not trying to be,
and I would say the only way you should be able to get the information from those would be court order.
I'm not trying to nitpick, but when you say you have access, does that mean you have the ability? But yes. You don't necessarily have the access, the authority.
No, I could literally get my computer from work right now, type the name in, it would bring it up, and I can go into their profile.
But technically speaking, via your job, you shouldn't be doing that. If you were,
I shouldn't be doing that.
Okay,
exactly.
So, you're able to access it. You don't have you don't have access like you're allowed to. Like here you go, Brock.
Yeah, definitely not allowed to.
Gotcha. No. Okay.
But what I think that should happen if you had to have a situation like this, I think that it should be stored offsite, independent. And the only people who can access it would be through court order. Like they should not be able to look at this or anything. It should be warranted. And even the business owners should not be able to go in there and look. There should be a record of every person who's gone into the system to look at these things, because it's just like when the thing I know you were talking about to me, like when cops go in to look at the flock cameras, they know who's in the system. They know that they logged in. It should be the same thing for the people that work at flock. I should be able to, that's a good point. As a person,
but
that's a member of the public, I should be able, because they have that public information, I should be able to FOIA my own public information from that private company.
Guess that's a good point. Furthermore, too, or maybe with a different point, it's not. We will get into it, but it's actually not people who are working for Flock at, like Flock, the company, who are using that information. It's like third-party people utilizing the, officers, stuff like that. We'll get to some of those stories here in a moment.
Yeah.
But they did eventually, Flock, over the years, it expanded into the automatic license plate readers, and it rapidly expanded into a massive national network, partnering with thousands of private communities and law enforcement agencies across 49 states. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. It's pretty much been growing since then, and we're going to get into some of the controversies now. So it's been slowly kind of.
I mean, to me, the controversy is like, let's say, do you know the guy who was caught and he like killed his underage girlfriend, David, the celebrity?
Oh yeah, D4 David or something like that.
Whatever the fuck his thing is. I think that, let's say his Tesla was caught on a Flock camera, right?
Right.
The Flock, the company should be like, I don't know if he was on it, and then the court should have to go to a judge and say, hey, we want the records from this day to this day that only pick up this one vehicle. I need to know where they went. And then either the judge grants them the warrant or they don't. Because if not, like, I don't think anybody.
That's a good point. Like right now, it seems like they can access it willy-nilly.
At will. They could just be like, hey, my
morality
wife
is stopping them. Like only morals is preventing them from going forward with it.
Exactly, because they're not accountable to anybody, really. They are the service, and I think there's something, again, especially with public information like that, people's personal information, and while I have no expectation of privacy in public, I do have an expectation of you not knowing where the fuck I am.
How do you feel? And this is kind of off topic, but on the expectation of privacy, the internet is flooded with these First Amendment auditor folk. Have you seen these people? Like they go to post office. So how do you do it right though? Right? Because it seems like they need the cops to come. Like they need the cops to come. So they have to go somewhere in public and someone has to come up to them and tell them, hey, I'm uncomfortable. What are you doing? And they just have to be like, I don't know. I'm just, they never tell them I'm exercising a right. They just say, I'm just filming. They're like, what are you filming?
I
hate those people.
Like in those cases, I hate those guys because there was even a video here of one of those guys literally sitting at the back gate of the police department, just filming the back gate with his cell phone. And it's like, dude, like, I know you're not technically doing something illegal, but what if I went to your back door from my side of your fence and I just filmed your back door?
Like, we know how much police officers have like a hit on them right now. Yeah, sure, they're just filming public property, but is it not?
It's fucking creepy.
Expected of somebody to be like, why are you filming here? Like, I feel like you could be setting up some type of, all right, we're going to go out the back. We're going through the back door. I feel like it's okay to, as a cop, be like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And if they keep kind of obfuscating, it's just like, but they have to do that to make they have to do that to make the YouTube video. They have to do that to make the clicks.
Exactly. And like, when they're like, here would be my dream First Amendment auditors be like, hey man, what are you doing here? You know what? I'm just filming, just showing everybody First Amendment right. I have the right to film this. And when they're like, all right, cool. You're making some people uncomfortable though. Can you, maybe go to the front where there's more visibility to the general public? Cool, man. See you up front.
Right. But like, that's what they don't want though. Like they don't want to be cordial because they need
you,
it.
Man.
Yeah. I can do what I want, bro. It's like, you guys are going to ruin.
I have a right to be here. It's like, yes, but no, because you're in the middle of the street and that's pedestrian in a roadway, which is illegal.
And you're just going to ruin it for everyone. You're just going to ruin this for everyone.
The people that have a legit. It's just like the Second Amendment auditors. I don't like those dudes either. And look, nobody here is more pro 2A than me. But like,
how do they audit the Second Amendment? What do they do for that?
So before we had the open carry law in Florida, it was technically legal if you were on your way to go fishing or hunting to have a gun on you openly. So guys would sit on like Dania Pier with like an AR slung across their shoulders. Like, brother, like what are we doing?
Yeah. The guy walking the beach with the fucking machine is like,
As long as he's got
AR,
a fishing pole in his hand, he's fine.
It's like, and you're doing it on purpose to exercise that right. They're going to take that away. Like,
Yes.
like whatever reason why that was granted will now be ungranted because people are abusing it just to get the cop. Like, you're wasting tax dollars.
Yes. And then whenever somebody's like, well, don't you have something more important to do? Like, I have a lot more important shit to do.
But you got a gun. Yeah. You're walking with a gun in public.
It makes grandma uncomfortable because you got an AK slung across your back.
Yeah.
She's not used to this. Like, I'm not saying stop. I'm just saying you need to understand why it makes the public uncomfortable. You have every right to do it. And I'm here for you on that.
And here's a weird thing, though. Like, with that said, with the First Amendment auditors, making people uncomfortable, for whatever reason, they are not uncomforted by being monitored by 1,000 other cameras every day. So, like, it is a weird thing. It's like that argument. I always find myself being like, fuck, that's a good comeback. But it's like, but it's a little different, though. There's a little bit of difference there with someone putting it in your face as opposed to it just being there to serve, to kind of
like
give a general surveillance. Right.
The eye of Sauron kind of just hovering above you. And, as I keep saying to a lot of people, 1984 was supposed to be a cautionary tale, not a blueprint.
Yeah. So,
and that's the way it's looking. And, I do think that people do have some sort of personal accountability because they put everything online. Like, I can go to most people, Instagram, Facebook, or X, and I can tell you how many kids they have, what city they live in, within
where their last post was from, because everyone wants to tag. I was just at Islands of Adventure. I was just here. It's like, damn, all right, I can kind of triangulate where you're going next or where you came from.
And I can say, I'm just as fucking guilty of that.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like I'm doing that on my own free will. Someone is not following me in public, being like, "This is where Josh was. He was here. Now he's there." There's a little bit of a difference there. It's not the same piece of cake. Yeah.
It's a massive difference. But that goes back to the Second Amendment order. Is somebody was just following those guys around with the camera, like, "What you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it's my
what
right.
You doing? Hey, don't get mad. We're out in public. It's my right."
Why are you getting mad, bro? It's my rights. Yeah, it's all about my rights.
And for a lot of the things that Europe fucking swings and misses on, like, I think in Europe you're not allowed to film anybody if they say, "Hey, stop."
Really? So they have no public filming going on there?
They do have a public filming, but if you're told to stop, you just can't film that person.
Interesting.
So
but do they have surveillance cameras there?
Like, stop. And I just start standing in front of all their footage.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if they have some type of flock system there, though.
I don't know. I know they have a shitload of cameras over there. A shitload of cameras.
So just to give a little kind of a like where we're at now with flock cameras, since 2017, right now there's about 120,000 active cameras spanning thousands of communities nationwide, positioning itself as the dominant public safety infrastructure provider, which is, again, like what we talked about in the beginning, is flock camera isn't the only camera doing this. Like, there's Axiom, which makes the body cam, and I think there's one more too. So it's not just about the flock camera.
It's just the idea behind the whole thing is creepy.
Well, here you go. So these guys are just trying to golf, right? And guess what they stumble upon?
Yeah,
a flock camera.
That to me is ridiculous.
Why? Like
you want to see me miss my hole in one? Absolutely, brother. Go ahead. Like, I'm sure that golf course has their own cameras.
Like, what is going on at golf courses where they need like facial recognition and stuff like that?
They must be getting paid, honestly. Hey, we'll put this on your golf course and we'll pay you $3,000 a month.
That is it could be like something like, hey, we'd like to use your golf course as a way to kind of further help, facial recognition and stuff like that. Like
and I'm totally against facial recognition against your will.
What about license plate readers?
I don't mind license plate readers in the appropriate places. Like, highways, in police departments, and courthouses. That's it.
And technically speaking, these are supposed to be glorified license plate readers. And now
But they're way more than that. So like that's where I don't like it. Like yes, you know the data that a car was there with that license plate, but you don't know. There's just too many things that make it too creepy for me.
They're on a golf course. Now, look at this. Now, this one is on a bike path where no cars can go. I mean, the golf course is even worse, but
should be illegal.
Yeah, I feel like the golf course one is even worse. Yeah, right. But
it's just like there's no car driving on this.
This is probably public property, and like you said, that golf course probably was paid or agreed to it. Where like flock camera kind of they willy-nilly their way into the public, hey, do you mind if we go over here? We'll donate to your cause or this or that.
That to me is egregious and has no merit, because if you're just trying to track where license plates, stolen cars, things like that are, what do you need it on a bike path?
I mean, this thing is
how many Hellcats are going to be riding around on that bike path? You know what I'm saying?
This thing is literally called Friendship Chapel Road, and they're like, not on our watch. Ain't no friendship going on here.
Surveillance road.
Look, he's peeking, and like there it is, right there.
Like, and I get it. Like it's funny because I see it. I understand from both sides. Like, I understand why cops love it because it makes their job fucking 100 times easier. And I understand, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, tear those fucking things down at the same time. Like if I'm a cop and I walk up on that, I can't be like, oh, those dumbass kids. And I'm just like, no, I get it. I get it. I'm not upset about that.
Like you said, you know what? I don't understand. I would understand why people just want to tear them down. That's happening. People are finding these flock cameras left and right. They're fucking cutting them down.
But the funniest part is most people don't realize that they're like, these are, facial recognition, right?
Yeah, they saw you.
These are super, super wide lens facial recognition. So like they see it coming.
Well, let me show you something, because interestingly enough, wow, that's a hard word to say. These two gentlemen, they cut down a flock camera. And they're having difficulty. Like, doesn't this kind of go against flock camera? Like, they're having difficulty finding these two dudes.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
That's what the whole thing was for, man.
Yeah. I thought this was supposed to help. If that was, I mean, the guy didn't even really have his hood up.
Yeah, I know he didn't. No.
But you know what would probably find them? The camera on the other side that has nothing to do with flock, where these guys took their mask off and you're just like, well, this is who they are.
Right. Someone's Ring camera, someone's freaking,
that's what's going to catch them.
Business surveillance footage, stuff like that.
I would almost guarantee you Ring is probably responsible for more apprehensions than flock is.
I guess what it feels like is flock camera is just like going out of it, like Ring camera. Surveillance, they're just watching things and kind of keeping record, where flock camera just seems like it's trying to find a reason to get you in trouble. Like, I don't know who this guy is. There's just like, leave me alone. It's my privacy. Like, how are you like, like that's such a weird one to parse, because it does feel like it is an invasion of privacy. But like we've talked about with the First Amendment things and the First Amendment auditors, it's like you're being recorded everywhere and anywhere almost all the time. So,
but that to me doesn't give
it's the intention,
anybody
right?
permission to record more.
I agree.
But
I just feel like the intention here is what separates the two type of things: the Ring camera, the surveillance.
This is malicious.
Malicious. That's a great word to put. This is malicious. And not only is it malicious for like the citizens, but as we were talking about in the beginning, cops are misusing. Ooh. Let's do this one first. Before cops are misusing it, the flock cameras, just like as we saw here, we're just like, all right, they're trying to find these two dudes who cut the camera down, yet flock cameras are supposed to be helpful on this. This poor lady, twice in 1 week, she gets pulled over by the police, I think for like whoever they thought she was, they were in trouble for like a serious crime. Violence, like I want to say unaliving, something along those lines, but it's it's one of those crimes where, like, if the cops catch you, they might think you're some type of threat.
You're getting a felony stop. You're getting guns pointed at you.
Get the fuck out of the car, right?
Yeah.
It happens to this lady twice in 1 week.
Fox exclusive scary moments on the interstate as guns are drawn on a woman near Brookfield. Brookfield police say they thought they were pulling over a murder suspect yesterday.
Shit.
Turns out it was a mistake.
This is like worse than swatting now. Like flock camera incidents are like the new swatting. It's like shit could go so wrong. You have to. I feel like you have to know that this is the person that you're gonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
Treat in such a way.
Now I understand if like some cop was behind somebody who had this, like this was the car, just the person wasn't driving. That's
Right.
the type of oopsie I would forgive. Like you just trusting this camera blindly twice
In 1 week.
It is not an oopsie I'm going to forgive.
Yeah, like one, like you said, one time. All right, you're like you guys, but two, like you would think that after the first time, the light, hey, we had it misread the plate.
Can you scrub that from the system or
not even that? This is the plate that isn't the person. Don't get fooled again by this plate number, kind of thing. That's that's not, that's not what happened here.
Mistake by another department with the flock license plate reader technology. Ben Hansen spoke with a woman seen on video who says this isn't the first time this happened to her this week.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, where can we go? Like,
Of course. It also has to be a black person too. It's just like, come on, God, you're not making the argument against cops any easier right
really
now.
bad.
Yeah,
that looks so bad.
it was just,
like it's like it brings stereotyping to a new level.
You know what the worst part it was about this is? It's not even a hey, you fit the description. This is hey, the camera completely mistook everything about this situation.
Yeah, it's a hey, we got you, but we don't. Yeah,
at all.
that's our bad. Twice? Oh shit, double our bad.
Oh, the description was 6'4". Ma'am, you're 5'3". You know,
it was a
complete
6.
whip.
Yeah, it was a 6'4" black man, but you are 5'3". But ma'am, you are still black. So we need to
And you
look
have
on
short hair. It seems.
Yeah, and your license plate is still one off from the like. God damn it! And look, by the way, she has a hat on because she's having a bad hair day.
You know what's funny? What if, like, let's say her tag was like a specialty tag, like in Florida we have like the Disney tags and the manatee tags, and what if it was just like, hey, it's a Las Vegas license plate, like it's just completely swung and a miss.
Yeah, you really like it was a Florida plate you were looking for.
Like I can mistake it if it was like instead of a 1, it was an I, even though I know license plates don't do that here in Florida. But if you're swinging like the state, the numbers are completely different. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah, this I have a description of her license plate. I believe
That'd be fucked up if they posted her whole license plate number on the internet.
I think they did. I think they'll at least like it was one letter off, and like it was like a lowercase a, and it was supposed to be like a lowercase b. It was worse than even one in an I.
Jesus Christ!
a whole lot. Like,
Amber Newell is still shaken up from Thursday.
She's got a nice lawsuit coming, that's for sure.
Oh, she about to get paid
Against Flock or against the police department or both?
Police department.
Police department.
and then the police department. If they have the sense, they'll go after Flock.
Yeah. Listen, we're being sued, so we need some of your money to pay this lady because you guys fucked up. We trusted your technology.
I haven't been to sleep since this happened. Every time I close my eyes, all I can see is guns.
Which time? The first or
Brookfield-
second
Yeah, I know.
time?
That's the first time. I haven't been asleep since.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm wide awake.
Police surrounded her car on I-94, drew their guns, and told her to come out
Gosh.
Boy.
On the highway.
with her hands.
Like you said, felony stop on the highway. And she's like, in the middle of the YMCA right here. She's like, why am I here? Well, ma'am, your license plate, you see?
It's up.
My mom is like my go-to person. I wanted to call her so bad yesterday, but I'm like, if I make a sudden move, it's gonna be over. It's gonna
Don't
end
do
my
that.
life.
Friday,
don't
Wheeler
ever.
Newell
We played a video on Friday, and this cop comes up to this lady's car, and she has a pellet gun on her lap for whatever reason. And the cop, and she goes, I think she like lets the cop know she has it on his. She doesn't say pellet gun, but he's all right. Don't reach for that gun. And she goes, what? This gun? And boom, and they go pop, 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 pop. What? Yeah, the only gun. You only have one gun. You don't need to identify which gun it is. What, this? Bah, 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 bah. She lived. She's okay, but it's like, what are you doing?
Last time I got pulled over, when I'm driving, there is a firearm in between my passenger seat and my center console. I rolled down the windows and had my arms over here like this. He's like, why are you doing that? I was like, there's a gun right there.
Right here.
Right there. Do you want to come grab it? You can come to my passenger side, grab it. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
My hands are going to be here because I don't want there to be a misunderstanding. And if I was her, when I saw that cop walking up, I would have chucked that BB gun to the back seat so quick. He would have said, what are you doing? I was like, sir, there was a BB gun in my lap and I didn't want to die.
It's down the back seat. You may check it out. Like even when I was growing up, I know some people say they've never had the talk, as far as like being pulled over before. But dude, like I was literally taught to, when I'm being pulled over, I pull over, I turn my car off. I roll my window down first. I turn the car off.
On the dashboard.
Well, no, I go one up. I take my keys out and I put them on top of the roof. And I just sit there. I keep my hands, like, just so they know he's not going to go anywhere. They see the keys. I just keep my hands there. And until they come up and start talking to me, that's when I start moving. And I've always done that.
I had a moment a long time ago when I was like 19 or 20. I did that. The unfortunate thing was I turned it off and had it on the dashboard and forgot to roll my window down.
Oh, shit.
So now I'm just in a sweat box.
Hello.
I was like, and the cop's like, hey, can you roll the window? I was like, can you open the door?
Yeah, just, I'm not moving my hands.
My hands are right here, 10 and 2. Like, open the door. He opens the door. I was like, I keep my keys up there. I just need to restart my car. I didn't want you to see me walk, or I didn't want him to see himself walking up to my car, and then my car starts.
Yeah. Or your hands doing this real quick, like up and down, trying to fidget. Like, what's going on here?
Officer, my frozen camera. Awesome.
It's all good.
So I didn't want him to be like, officer, sir, can you get your license? Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Remember that? Those fucking videos going around. It's like, here, I want to give the officer my wallet so quick, and he just like turns around with his wallet in his hand and like gives him like real quick. Here's my wallet.
That's a great way to get shot. I'm not gonna lie.
What not to do?
Yeah.
What exactly not to do? This lady, unfortunately, experienced none of that because she wasn't even in any types of wrong. The flock camera just fucked up her license plate.
But I'm like, if I make a sudden move, it's gonna be over. It's gonna end my life.
Friday, we learned Newell did nothing wrong.
It was very embarrassing because
I feel like the last thing I would be is embarrassed. I'd be more upset. Like I understand embarrassing, but like embarrassed, I don't think I would be embarrassed. I'd be pissed.
I might be slightly giddy.
Yeah, like, oh shit, payday.
I'm about to get my bills paid off.
Yeah. Like, I get it was demeaning, right? Because you did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
you're fucking in the middle of the highway and the cops are drawing their guns on you. But
now think about
people.
this. Imagine if it happened in the morning the first time when she was on the way to work and she's like, man, boss, you'll never guess the craziest shit that happened. And he's like, oh, crazy. And then you do it again on like Thursday. And he's like, bro, you gotta be lying.
And don't, like, let me guess, the dog ate your homework too, right? Yeah, see, like what
I wouldn't believe it if I was the boss.
What a great observation. You're late to work twice, and the second time it's the same reason. I got pulled over because the cops thought I did an unaliving again.
The same hyper specific reason.
Yeah, I don't believe you. You're fired. You're gone.
After they put us in cuffs, they walked us to the car. I'm not knowing what's going on. I'm scared. All you see is people in their cars recording.
Milwaukee police say they accidentally didn't remove the alert previously placed on her vehicle in the flock camera system. At one point, the vehicle was suspected of being tied to a homicide. Eventually, Milwaukee police were no longer interested in the vehicle, but the department didn't cancel that alert. So when Brookfield police saw the vehicle on a flock camera, they responded. Brookfield's chief says his officers did nothing wrong.
The only thing they said was contact Milwaukee Police Department, it's their fault. That's all they kept saying was it's their fault. It's not our fault, it's their fault.
MPD declined an interview. Newell says last Monday, the same thing happened when Milwaukee police...
Jesus Christ.
So, you know what? Now that I know that what state this was in,
Milwaukee.
I have a friend who works for the Milwaukee Police Department.
No, it wasn't him.
And I'll see what information I can get.
He's like, listen, I thought it was the license plate. He's like, it's like him. Yeah,
like, it's not our fault.
Yeah. Fuck flock. Flock.
Police pulled her over with guns drawn. She says officers never explained why, towed her car, and let her go. Newell says she's still scared to drive her car. And
That's one thing officers don't need to do is they don't need to tell you why you're being arrested, or do they? Like, if you get pulled over like that, they just want to get you.
That differs state to state, so you will be notified.
Like once you're in custody,
while you're arrested.
Right? Once they have you.
But that custody is such a giant spectrum.
Like her sitting with her hands up is probably not custody yet.
No. Once you're detained or arrested, they should. I mean, I think that's just good practice in general. The thing I'm having a hard time understanding, they let her go, right?
Yep.
She's clearly not the murder suspect, but they towed her car both times.
Yeah, do we got a little maybe driving on a suspended license thing going on, or
no?
But like
she would have been arrested.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they maybe if it was a nice cop, they fucked up, they let her go again. But the second time, yeah, she would have been arrested, right? So yeah, why would they tow her car 2 times?
Unless it was 2 completely separate cops at 2 completely separate times, and they didn't know anything about this flock thing, which I seriously doubt, because that's why you have the pre-shift meetings.
Right. Yeah, that'd be like a big thing. Like, listen, this happened this week.
If this pops up with this license plate, ignore it.
Right. It's not. Yeah.
This is just Roseanne or whatever her name is.
So that's why I do feel like she has a case against them, because if it was the first time. Right? Like, all right, maybe it's flock, but the second time?
But the thing is, once they found out, hey, this isn't the right car, okay, so you don't need to tow it. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Here, contact our representatives, and we'll make sure you're made whole again. Have a great day.
Do you think I'm just saying, like the first time, maybe they're like, maybe they had a name for the person, and she's not the name, but it's coming back as if it's the car. So like, listen, you can go, but right now, like, in that moment, they didn't have clarity.
Run the license plate in their system.
Oh, true. Yeah. There is no,
There's no excuse.
There's a great question.
No excuse.
Why the fuck did her car get towed twice?
Police pulled her over with guns drawn. She says officers never explained why, towed her car, and let her go. Newell says she's still scared to drive her car, and her daughter is too.
My daughter keep asking, Mama, is the police gonna get us? She don't want to ride in the car no more because she don't know if the police gonna pull us over and do it again.
Now, she's hoping for an explanation and an apology.
I'm really mad at
you. Better apologize.
Let's be realistic.
What?
And a paycheck.
And a payday, yeah.
Because and this doesn't have anything to do with her. I'd expect the same thing.
Yeah. Like anybody who got mistreated by police like this, yeah, you expect.
You know what the first thing I'm doing is buying a new license plate.
Yeah, getting rid of the completely different numbers, every out of state. Fuck it.
I'm gonna go to the motor vehicle title, and I'm like, you see this? I need the opposite of every one of these letters.
Don't do this.
If this is Z, I need an A.
Exactly.
If this is B, I need an X.
Yeah. Follow the pattern. If this is a 1, I need a fucking 10.
Do the math.
I need a 9. Yeah. Come on now.
Y'all failed the system. Y'all failed me. Y'all failed everybody. Like, y'all, I'm traumatized now.
In Milwaukee, Ben Hansen, Fox 6 News.
That's a horrible picture right there. Like,
it is.
With a felony stop, they don't like pull her over and walk up to the car like you do a traffic stop. Like, they just stop and they draw guns and get out of the car.
Misdemeanors, you go to them. Felonies, they come to you.
You never want them coming to you. I tell you that much.
Nope.
That is not a good feeling. That is not a good feeling. So not only are flock cameras invasive, they feel like they're not doing their job correctly. They're getting people in trouble who should not be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're also being used inappropriately by police officers.
Of course.
Of course they are. New Bedford, and dude, it goes to Savannah.
The funniest thing is, it's always some small ass police town.
Yeah.
That like misuses it to this point. Like, very rarely will you see, like, as much as I shit on the LAPD. Like, you don't see them misusing this because the repercussions are super real for them if they misuse it. And they have like, let's say the local PD here probably has a team of 20 internal investigators,
right,
for the police department. Whereas for like a place like LAPD, there's probably 1,000.
Yeah.
Where there's probably a guy named Frank.
Just one dude doing everything.
Just one dude for like the 40 cops that are there.
Yeah. Well, in New Bedford, and again, this is a running theme into Savannah, There's another girl. Her name is Elizabeth Snowman. I'm trying to figure out where that one takes place, but at the very least, in New Bedford, a city police officer has been accused, by an ex-girlfriend of using flock license plate readers to follow the ex-girlfriend. The officer faces an internal affairs investigation. The police union president has confirmed, though he would not share for what reasons. I think we know for what reasons.
Yeah.
Emily Pacheco, who works as a patrol officer, was served the abuse prevention order on Monday, with the judge determining Pacheco possesses a credible threat to the physical safety of the ex-girlfriend. The judge also ordered Pacheco to surrender all firearms, with the order stating her license to carry is suspended immediately. She was and this
so
is just,
this isn't a unique problem. This is
just a crazy X problem, like legit
well,
too.
no, this isn't a unique problem brought up by flock cameras. Like the amount of times that like a guy or girl, female officer will get into a new relationship and then they just run a whole ass background check on it. Like they basically put it in the system like they're pulling them over, but they never do. So like when with body cams,
doesn't that get flagged? Like, don't they get flagged? Like if you get checked?
So what winds up happening is at random, they will pull a officer's random body cam footage of a random shift. So okay. I'll be like, Officer Borsick at, a month ago on his midnight shift. Let's see what he did. And somebody's paid to just sit there and watch it.
Right.
And if he sees that, hey, you just pulled this person over, you didn't pull anybody over, yet you're running this girl's name. And then they start going into your like Facebook and stuff like that. Be like, oh, you're dating. Why are you running this person? That's abuse of it's equivalent to the abuse of the 911 system for cops.
Like, it also seems very similar to what you were talking about as far as having access to something, but not being allowed to do it. Like, yeah, no, I can access this stuff. I don't have the authority to do it, but I can. It just seems like an abuse of power.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with them. They have the access. They have the authority. They just don't have the right for no reason.
Right.
Like if I was a cop right now and I had my computer with me, I couldn't just run your name. Even with your permission, I couldn't just run your name.
Interesting.
Just for fun.
Just like how you would do with the whole, where you work, you would have to actually like be involved in some type of transaction with this person, conversation,
a phone call, something would have to be involved for me to be looking up certain people's information.
So not only did this, this cop started off generating fake phone numbers first to reach out to this ex, then calling and texting with that fake phone number, showing up to her home unannounced, refusing to leave, and then finally, as of recently, using the license plate readers to kind of track her whereabouts and where she's going. And she's not the only kind of cop who's done this yet. So it's just like, it just seems like people will abuse something that they have, and now they have even more technology. They're going to abuse
it's too much
that
information.
As well. Readily available.
This essentially is the equivalent, and again, it's not 1-to-1, but it's the equivalent of, let's say you're the drone operator officer, and his girlfriend leaves the house.
Right.
And then he takes the drone and follows her the whole time, all night with that drone.
What is that noise?
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Now you know wherever they went, you abused police resources and abused it in a wrong way. You have no justification. You aren't saying, hey, she called you and said, I've been kidnapped. Please find me. There's no reason you need to be looking that up.
The Savannah Police Department has fired 6 employees, 4 cops, and 2 non-officers. Let's listen to this
After
real
being
quick.
Fired for alleged
it's going around
Savannah
everywhere.
Police Department employees, including 4 officers, are now under criminal investigation after being fired for allegedly misusing these controversial surveillance cameras made
Why
by
do
the company.
non-police officers have access to the flock camera system? That is annoying to me. That is super creepy.
Just like the secretary at the police department or something like that. Is that kind of who they're referencing? Like
I would almost think
like they got to be at the police department, but not necessarily a cop.
Yeah, they're not sworn law enforcement. Like, here's the way I look at it. The main reason people have an issue with this is they're not consenting to it. When you walk into a Walmart, you consent to a certain amount of surveillance, whether it be by actual security officers or by the Walmart's got more cameras than you can possibly think about.
Oh yeah.
But when I'm going to the grocery store, like if I'm just driving to the grocery store, I don't need everybody filming me. I don't consent to.
But don't you technically consent when you get on the road because you're in public? Is that kind of like the agreement?
Because I still I have to live my life, and if like I just don't want to be fucked with. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I get it, but just as you're saying, like the second you walk into Walmart, you're essentially consenting. Can't you use that same logic? Like the second you pull onto a public road, you're consenting to some type of surveillance?
I'm consenting to, like, at stoplights, there's going to be cameras there that make sure if I run the red light, I'm going to get the ticket. That's the type of surveillance I will mildly consent to. If I run a toll booth, even though it's impossible because those don't exist anymore, I'm going to get hit for that. I don't consent to, I'm driving down University on a Tuesday, my light's perfectly green, and 200 yards past the light, I get, some guy now knows that I was on. There's no reason you need to know that.
Right.
Like, and who's to say in a couple of years it won't become so bad that, somebody who wants to abuse this won't say, all right, now I'm going to blackmail it because now I know that you went to your side chick's house. Give me $5,000 or I'm going to send the footage to your.
Yeah, extortion comes to a different level.
Yeah. And there's just too many things that can go wrong. The bad has to outweigh the good for me to even be on board with something like that.
I think, like you said, I think the best way around this, or at least for right now, is to essentially, like you said, you got to get some type of judge search warrant. Like, all right, this is the person we think. Like, you can't just search anybody. Whoever you're going to search, like there needs to be a reason. You got to get some type of order from a judge, some type of order from someone else has to be accountable for why you're searching. It can't just be on the person.
I would just like to say something to Shamrock real quick.
What up, Shamrock?
He said France would have had these things torn down by now. France can't even get their own problems under control. France has a lot of issues, especially immigration issues. Like, I'm not looking to, they argue whether AC is virtuous or not.
I know, dude. All of Europe is just like, during
the two big ones with AC is for some reason France and the UK.
Yeah.
They think the AC is like ultra right propaganda.
So yeah, we gotta conserve the environment. Just sweat your balls off if you don't mind. Like, huh? So at the end of all this, now there are cities taking upon themselves to remove the flock cameras. They're like, you know what?
That's good. That's going to build trust with the community.
And ask anybody that is in a city with a flock camera. Do those people want flock cameras? I feel like the overwhelming majority, even if it's close to 50-50, I will give the majority says no, 51%, and maybe 49% say yes. But at the end of the day, the majority still doesn't want these things. And it's like, you're not listening to the people. What are you doing?
You're not. Like, and again, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you want to build goodwill with people, the first police chief that would be like, hey, we're tearing these things down. We've heard you guys don't want it. Let's get rid of them.
Yeah.
We'll figure out another way.
Just like remember during COVID, Fauci made a recommendation to New York. I think it was Cuomo at the time. It's like, you know what? You guys shouldn't be like opening schools. Like, you guys need to lock down. Then Gavin Newsom gets wind of it. He's like, you know what? Because you're locking down, I'm going to lock down. And then therefore started this kind of whole, like, like, I can lock down better than you can kind of thing with all the, and so a similar thing could happen here. Like you said, one police chief was, you know what? Fuck this shit. And police chiefs, like, they are elected, correct? So they kind of have to work.
No, police chiefs are not elected. Sheriffs are elected.
Sheriffs are elected. So like it would almost behoove them to listen to the people if they want to continue their position.
But there's places like, let's say, California or New York City that are all about flock cameras.
Right.
Because they essentially have become surveillance states. They want to know where all their people are, what they're doing, why they're doing it. Why aren't you listening to us? Oh, we were in, like, if there was another lockdown system, you would see the truly evil side of Flock come down. Hey, according to this system here, we saw that you left your house at 2:33 in the afternoon without a mask. I'm sorry. We're going to send some officers to your house to go to jail.
Dude, yes. I never got a chance to ask it, but you're already there. Like, what would the COVID era look like had we had flock cameras? Just like you said, listen, you weren't supposed to go to the beach. You went to the beach by yourself in open air.
Here's the video.
Yeah, we got you. We tracked your ass.
Mm-hmm.
It'd have been a whole different ball game that time.
I think in Florida that would have been destroyed.
I hope so. I hope
because like Florida will, there's a certain line I've realized that people in Florida will deal with bullshit. And then once that line in certain areas, like Miami, not so much. They're a little bit, laissez-faire on almost everything. But, you go to Polk County, for example.
Grady?
It's just not flying. Like the cops are probably shooting them too.
Yeah. Actually, we got cops just sitting out with binoculars there. We don't got flock cameras. Yeah. We just got dudes in fucking what do they call it? Ghillie suits? What are they called?
Ghillie suits?
Yeah, just sitting there, just hiding in the grass.
That's how they train their snipers. They put them out a half mile and blast out flock cameras.
How fast was he going? Yeah, try to kill. Yeah, shoot flock cameras. Yeah. So they're being taken down, and here's one area. This story comes from the same area where Emily Pacheco was put on suspension. So New Bedford, the area where one of these incidents happened, that area is also now taking these flock cameras out.
Concerns now about privacy when it comes to the use of license plate readers. Law enforcement officers nationwide have been charged with misusing these specific kinds of surveillance cameras.
Some of the officers have been accused of using the devices to spy on their wives, their girlfriends, their boyfriends as well. Action News reporter Elizabeth Worthington is live in Wilmington with more. Elizabeth, you talked with officials in Wilmington and Newcastle about this issue.
Yeah, Brian and Sarah, that's because Wilmington is actually getting rid of some of theirs. But meanwhile, in Newcastle County, they say they're going to continue to utilize them because they find it to be an incredibly valuable tool for fighting crime. This is an example of one of the flock cameras that Wilmington is taking out of service. But there are still other license plate readers from other vendors throughout the city.
So,
okay,
a great point she just made.
So the other license plate readers, like we've had them here in this city for a decade now, probably. But all those do are the equivalent to a piece of equipment that a lot of cities have called Shot Spotter.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, in upstate New York, we have those they actually just got rid of them because technically they thought they were racist. Listening to gunshots was racist.
So,
yeah,
like if it's like it
actually listened to
like
white gunshots
system,
or black
it doesn't
gunshots.
take a video, doesn't take a picture. It just sends, hey, license plate 123 ABC, last seen on Hollywood Boulevard, going east. That's it. That's all. That's the only information. They shouldn't describe the car. It shouldn't be described. Like it shouldn't do anything but say this license plate was just caught going this way on this road.
Like the shot spotters kind of triangulate where the bullet fire came from.
Yeah. Hey, the shot is over there roughly.
Yeah, that way. Go find
700 meters.
Yeah. It's not like it was a black guy. Go get him.
Yeah, in a red shirt running west. And it was like a guy, like the camera was super pixelated and it was a guy with a white shirt and he was a white guy. You know what I mean? It's not going to make the same mistake if it's just as simple as numbers.
No. Let me play a little more of this.
To utilize them because they find it to be an incredibly valuable tool for fighting crime. This is an example of one of the flock cameras that Wilmington is taking out of service, but there are still other license plate readers from other vendors throughout the city.
Hold on one second, Josh.
And also, go ahead. Sorry, man.
Techno,
What's up, Technolificer?
Sure, that. I don't know what state you live in, but in Florida, that is unbelievably illegal. Like,
what is?
That'll get you pulled over quicker than anything hitting off a flock cam. If you coat your license plate in the reflective coating for cameras, that'll get you banged out pretty bad.
You ever
Like,
seen the people who have like the license plate flippers? Like as you're going through something, it goes.
What was the one that they like? We just passed a law not too long ago. You can't do anything that blocks the numbers in any way.
Bro, they hate the border thing. If you have one of the like, if you buy a car at like a car dealership, and
The one that's like William,
yeah, they put the little
Cadillac
like,
or whatever,
yeah, and they put the outside border on your license plate. That's illegal in Florida.
Well, they drew that back a little bit because they defined it a little bit more clearly because that law was super vague. It just cannot block any of the information, like not even like the My Sunshine State, or My Florida Sunshine State, and the other thing. That's one of the reasons we're getting rid of the little yellow tag on the on your license plate soon.
Oh, really? What's it going to be now?
Yeah. So, a lot of big states and big cities. So you might see it in New York. They don't have them on their plates.
It's on the windshield.
No, there's nothing. It's just when they look your car up, they already see if the car is registered or not.
I like that so much better because putting that fucking sticker on gives me so much anxiety. Like, did I put it on right? Is it going to fall off? Like, it's always like.
And then you see the people with like 92 stickers.
Yeah.
On there.
And I can always guess who's driving that car when I see the person who plays Four Corners with their registration stickers. I'm like, yep, I figured it was you. Yeah, I knew exactly who I was going to see in this
But it's
car.
also it cuts down on people stealing them and putting it on their car to make their car look legal.
It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. So yeah, just like and the same, it's the same thing with insurance and shit like that. Like when they pull you over and they run your shit, like they know you have insurance. Like, what's the like? Why do I have to?
Why do I have to proof of insurance? You already know
you have the proof.
Registered.
Yeah, you have the proof. You fucking idiot.
Most people don't keep the paper anymore. I don't have the paper copy of my insurance. It's in my phone.
Yeah, I always got to pull it up on my phone. I'm always like scrambling, like, oh, just give me a second, I'll find it, I promise. Like they never believe.
That's why in my phone I have a photo file that's got my registration, my proof of insurance, and my license in case I forget my license somewhere.
I want to show you real quick before we move on, and you can pick. I know we're pretty much getting close to the end of when you can be here, but we can either do the AOC woke one is crazy or the WNBA what is a woman. So I'll let you.
The WNBA what is what? That's been my favorite thing all week. By the way,
I've never. All right, I'm not going to say much right this second. I want to show you this, and I want you to let me know if this lady was in the right as far as when she pulled out her gun. Now, the lady right here, her name is Red Winged Dove. So she might be a little biased. She might lean a certain way, and like people may like her because she looks a certain way and is, saying a certain thing. But forget her commentary. It doesn't happen long, but it's just the video in and of itself. Did this lady, from what we see, have the right to do this?
Like these two women got a lesson, and not every.
Doesn't she look kind of like a flight attendant on Delta or something like that?
She does.
She? Right?
She has to have her hair tied back super tight. I think it's this.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Thank you for flying Delta. You've arrived in Fort Lauderdale.
But he's meant to be fucked with. Play the clip.
There's something wrong. She needs to apologize.
So granted, the clip kind of comes in not right
when
it starts.
I don't see anything illegal.
Yeah, like right
so
now.
Far.
So there's just like right now, it just seems like people are in their feels. Like, oh, you bumped into me, I bumped into you. This, and that.
This ignorant woman bumped into a 15-year-old. Correct.
And you're on camera.
Okay.
You're feeling threatened.
Okay, well, go in.
No, Mom.
I got this.
You're blocking me from getting out of the car. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. You're ignorant.
Go ahead. No, we will. But you're not going to sit there and violate a 15-year-old.
She's ignorant.
Do it, bitch. Do it.
Oh, is she pregnant?
Kind of looks like that, right? But she could be holding on to something. But it does kind of look like she's pregnant, like the way she's kind of holding her belly.
Yeah, because that changes things slightly.
Yeah, for sure it does. She's protecting something else.
Do it. Do it. I want you to talk about things.
She's
I'm
very
gonna full screen this a little better here.
Yeah, I said it. You say something, I'll beat your white ass. I will. Do something. Please put your
do something.
hands.
Do something.
Like already, someone's telling you, "I'll beat you up too." It's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, but they pose no threat to him.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. But like, there is like a threat of
violence.
Yeah, like there is violence is being known. Like it could happen. I get what you're saying.
Absolutely.
He should feel no threat from women.
Do something. Please put your
do something.
hands.
Do something.
Please.
Who the fuck do you think you guys are?
Who do you
think you are?
You called her name? She did nothing to you.
Yeah, I did it.
No, you didn't. You're very racist and ignorant.
You're racist because.
And also, what state?
What's that?
Thanks. What state is this? Do we know?
I don't. We can figure out in a minute.
people racist. You cannot just walk around calling white people racist.
So the lady in the car is like,
They're still arguing.
Yeah, they're still arguing. She's like, you can't call white people racist. The black lady's like, no, bitch, you are racist. So it just,
Yeah,
you know,
whatever. That's still all just jabbering.
yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like a what for happening. I didn't see right yet anything to happen to where it necessitates protecting
Anybody being
yourself.
severely hurt
Right.
or shot.
This is not that.
Words don't necessitate, unless it's like words of like, you know, I'm gonna beat your ass, but you actually feel threatened by
Even
that
that
person.
still like that doesn't that goes to the Carmelo Anthony thing.
But if you had a big Debo guy and he's talking to a little girl, and I'm gonna beat your ass, is there some
that's
threat
different.
there?
Yeah, that's different.
So I'm like, all I'm trying to say is like there could be taken like by the threat of violence, but other than that,
Yes.
nothing else has happened.
Yeah.
White people
Why
are
would you
racist.
bump her?
No one's
Why
racist.
would you bump her?
I
Why
care
did you
about
say
you.
sorry?
I care
Why
about
did you say
you,
sorry?
and I'm sorry if you
Why did you say sorry?
was made
If you
someone
bumped
made
into
you
her,
feel
why
like
did you
that.
say sorry?
No one is racist.
If you didn't,
I'm sorry if you had something like that happen.
Ignorant.
So the lady goes to the back of the car,
Ma, watch.
prevents her from backing up, and starts beating on the car.
Get the fuck away! Get off me! Get away! Get the fuck away! Are you gonna shoot me?
Get the fuck away.
Oh!
The lady just stepped out with the gun.
Okay, so so far I'm with the lady.
Get away. Call the cops right now. Call them.
Now, if she
Call
pulls the
cops.
trigger, that's different.
Right. No, she doesn't.
Fuck away. Call the cops. Get away.
She got the gun on me!
Call them now.
In the car!
What's that?
So far, everything I'm seeing is fine.
Call him! I'm telling you! Get the
Call the cops.
Get the license plate!
But she is
Get the
making me
license
play my
plate
favorite
now.
game.
'Cause you were never about to hit
What's
me.
that?
Don't you fucking
Pregnant or
know,
fat?
car?
What is it?
Pregnant or fat?
That's the favorite game, pregnant or fat? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm because she is wearing super loose clothing,
I'm gonna say
like around her midsection. It looked that license plate looked like Washington maybe.
blue bottom. Like it's almost close to like a Canada license plate, but I know Canada doesn't got
Yeah,
it.
it is definitely Canada.
Like Ontario.
Oh, you got the gun on me. Call Richard back up to the police. Call Richard back up to the
No,
police.
when you block somebody,
Couldn't it be like
Yeah,
kidnapping almost?
kidnapping would be if they moved her to a different space without her consent. This would be like unlawful restraint almost. And
She's also not
again,
pressing forward. You know, like she's kind
Nope,
of backing
she's
up
just
with
trying
the
to
gun.
get the car backed out so she could. I'm assuming what's going to happen here is she's getting the gun out to get that car to be backed up and her to get back in the car and drive away.
GTFO. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get the license plate now.
and plus she's outnumbered.
Yeah. Well, but she also has her husband there. Like,
Yeah, but so I think in this case, if her husband gets out and fucking Sauron's those two chicks,
he's gonna get in trouble.
and just like Lord of the Rings, it's like, whoosh, like that's gonna look way worse.
Would it have looked worse if, let's just say the same thing happened, they prevented the car from backing up, but instead of her getting out of the car with a gun, he came out and went. Now that she has the gun,
It's been a lot funnier.
no, for sure, but would he have been in the right?
He would have been in the clear. He would have been in the clear. I
because
think.
now that she has the gun, I don't think he could do that.
But I think the reason why it's a little bit better here is because she's out. She's not the driver. He can back up the car while she strategizes her stopping them from getting behind the car, instead of him getting out, throwing it in park, bitch slapping two people, getting back in the car, and then driving off.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
With the car? Oh, you got the gun on me. Call Richard back up to
You
the
notice
police.
what's not happening? Nobody's standing behind that car.
Yeah, and everyone got the fuck out from behind that one, huh? But look,
Yeah.
she's backing up. She's not pressing
Don't you
forward.
fucking jump behind my car.
I ain't jumping on your car. What you doing? Fucking gun.
Mom, stop moving.
Good, like in the way
Good
she's
command
walking.
presence, lady.
She's like she knows how to walk with a gun. She's right foot, like the foot that's
Great trigger
backward
discipline.
is taking the step backwards first, and then the front foot is falling. It's not like it's
Absolutely.
very syncopated.
Get the fuck back. Back the fuck up.
Now she's behind the car though. I hope the husband doesn't back up here. Like, what if he just backed up and
Wow.
panicky
Damn,
Pete?
she pulled the trigger.
Yeah. She fucking Renee Goods him.
You got this on video? Yes.
She put it
So
down.
the husband got out of the car and was like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Call the police. No.
Mom, stop walking.
Call the police. Call the police.
Yeah. Imagine how calm you got when the gun came out.
And that's what she did. That's right now. That's the interaction
lawful.
with what we've based it off of. You think that's
100% lawful?
I feel as such too.
Yeah, like and I don't know if that is Washington. I technically don't know the rules about that, but I know in Florida, if this was this exact situation happened in Florida, I'd have just ran him over.
Said fuck it.
Because I mean that's the law here. If you try to stop me from going where I'm trying to go, I could run your ass over.
Ooh, one more thing while I
and she wasn't trying to shoot anybody. Her trigger discipline was tight.
Oh yeah. She
right on the side.
It was. You can't call it brandishing because like that's illegal. But it was like, I'm showing you, I'm not here to fuck around. I just didn't like pull it out of my pocket like. See.
And here you're allowed to brandish. You're allowed to be like, hey bro, step the fuck back.
And I don't think you can brandish a gun in Florida.
So you can, as long as there's a threat present.
So so that's what makes or breaks
that. Yeah, like if like you walk up to me like, man, fuck you, and I'm like, oh, cool story.
But what about just like lifting your shirt to show the gun, like not pulling it out
again?
But like
if there's a threat of violence, like in her situation, she could have done that too.
Same concept though. Like no matter what, if it's in your pocket or you have it in your hand, a brandish is brandish, so to speak.
Yeah. But if she felt that threat and she did the right thing, pulling it out.
Last thing, how about this? As far as police stuff go, he is not a
Sorry, I have a hard time taking any cop seriously with shorts on.
Well,
since Reno 911,
he's Officer Dan Dangle. He's U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service officer.
Fucking worse. Sorry, just fish cops bother me,
dude. I don't know how he got this, but like he's about to taser someone by a gas pump.
Somebody's definitely gonna get hurt. I just saw who posted this.
Who posted it?
Ben Crump.
Yeah, and nobody's even black here. Like Ben, you're out of your element, bro.
Damn, Ben, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. But so just, I don't know. This is just mind-boggling to me. The guy is obviously right by the gas pump. Taser has what? Electricity in it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because here there is a specific intersection where 4 police departments interact depending on which part of the intersection you're in.
Right.
And everybody had to switch their pepper spray because one of the police departments pepper sprayed the guy. The guy ran across the street. The other police department, one of the other police departments got there that was on their side of the street, tased him, and he caught on fire.
Well, not too far off what's about to happen here. Not too far off at all, actually. And I guess these fish and wildlife guys have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Does she have a trout in her trunk?
I know. Yeah. Why is the fish and wildlife guy pulling?
Why is the fish cop so angry?
Smells like fish in here.
Yeah.
What? Yes. He tased them and look right by the tire. Look at the fire start.
Fire at the gas station.
And look, the guy who's being tasered stood up so fast it scared the fish and wildlife guy over.
And he dropped the taser.
Yeah.
Fire at the gas station.
I think you both need to sit down.
He's like, I got burns all over me. And look, the fire's still going on.
The best part is, like, he dropped his taser. If that guy was to roll and accidentally grab his taser, like, just because he was trying to not be on fire,
right?
Then that guy shoots him. Like,
yeah, like, or just like this
what
guy
a calamity of errors.
This guy had bad intentions and wanted to hurt. Like, it was very apparent here as how he ran away. He wasn't trying to hurt this fish and wildlife cop. He was like, dude, I'm just trying to get away from the fire that you lighted under my feet because you tased me for some reason by a gas pump.
I just want to know why he talked to this guy. Like, there's no world where, and the only way I could say this cop, the fish cop should have been talking to him would maybe, like, I've seen some piers and like docks where guys bring their boats up and everything where there's like a gas pump right there. But if this is like,
I mean, I see a building right
at
here.
Shell.
Like, yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't belong here.
Like, did he like, hey, listen, hey, you got 12 fish. Like, fuck you, buddy. And like, you followed him to the gas station. Like, what
I
thing?
guess technically he's a federal officer, but get the fuck out of here with that.
But doesn't he have to have like some type of jurisdiction in relation to like animal or fish?
And again,
shit?
if you've chased this dude down for like having a bass that was an inch too short, this wasn't worth it.
And you tased him for it.
And almost caught the dude on fire.
Yeah. And yourself, mind you, you're at a gas station. And you didn't put the fire out.
You're a fucking dick.
You're a fucking dick.
Agree.
Yeah, good.
Agree,
He is.
sir.
Yeah.
It's on fire. You guys need to move back.
Yes.
Yeah. I know. I did it.
Yeah, I started it. I got it. What's he gonna do? Like stomp it out with his fish feet? Like,
Did he miss? Did he miss the taser?
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I didn't see the guy fall. Right? Like, if you look right here,
Like, and I didn't even see him rip
no,
the prongs.
he
or
did
anything.
fall. He did. He
Oh, he fell into the fire.
Yeah, he fell right in the fire. Look
Guy
at him
just
fall.
got tased.
Oh, good lord.
Wait, hold on. Keep playing that because there's something the fish cop says.
Yep.
Get on the ground now.
Guy just got tased. Fire. Fire at the gas station.
Oh, I thought he said, "You're on fire." It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
You think?
And that was you.
What is the NBA Jam?
Get on the ground.
NFL Blitz?
Wait, you like a bird.
This part is just the funniest part, just because they're both like, "Oh fuck, that was crazy."
Yeah.
We should both sit down.
Yeah, but like, and they both can't like commiserate in what just happened. Like, they still have to have like this authority thing going on. Like, but you're still in the wrong. Yeah, but you got me on fire.
If I was the cop at that point, let's say I made that big of a mistake, right?
Right.
I 100% would be like, bro,
You just let him go.
you're free to go.
Yeah.
Like, I fucked up. Like, whatever you did, whatever, bad,
I would
Go
walk to
home.
the lady, be like, can you just, here's like $100. Just get
Can you
rid of it.
delete that?
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Please, like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
was
just
dumb.
embarrassing. My family's going to see this.
That's on me. That's my bad.
Do this
Oh,
crap.
shit.
You're a fucking dick.
It's on fire. You guys need to move back.
Yes.
I love how then he goes around. He's like, "Oh yeah, it is on fire."
He just like stomps it out with his little fish feet. Not anymore, it isn't.
So, Techno, the one thing I will say is the not smoking at the pump thing is kind of bullshit. Like, I've seen a million people test that theory. That's a movie thing where you smoke the cigarette, flick it into the gas.
And I hate to say it too, but turning your car off is also a myth.
Oh, I haven't turned my car off in like 5 years.
Like, yeah,
At the gas
like,
station.
The second I realized that was a myth was like when every diesel truck I've ever known, they never turn their car. They're just, yeah, they just fill it up all the time. I'm like, it's not going to blow things up. They're like, no. Like,
And diesel
okay.
fuel is more volatile than regular fuel.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't turn their fucking cars off. So why should I turn mine off? Fuck it.
Oh God.
Fuck it.
That is fucking great. What's next?
Do you have time for some WNBA stuff?
Yes, I specifically have time for that.
Yes, let's fucking do that. I do have to maybe I can hold it. I have to tinkle so bad. Let me get the WNBA.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go tinkle.
Do you mind? Can you hold it down for a
No,
second?
I can hold it. I can hold it down here.
Like, because right now the WNBA's new question is, what is a woman? We're gonna
What is
find
a
out
woman?
what they. I'll be
The
right back.
age-old question.
30 seconds, sir.
Yeah. How you guys doing in the chat? I'm reading the chat, so if you guys have any questions or some shit you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to at this point. So go ahead. Also, if you guys are in the market for a new cell phone, the Galaxy Note Fold 8 is kind of the business. Like, it's called a passport size phone, so very small, but it's great. But yeah, what are you guys doing tonight? How you guys what type of trouble you guys getting into besides watching us? Because that would that's a lot of trouble. Oh, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have added some stuff to this background, like this mask, this Friday the 13th technically the remake mask. So that's new. I've expanded a little bit. So we are changing things. We are changing things slowly but surely. The choice isn't going to win his primary. Right. Do you have any links for people to follow you? Oh, well, that's just go to Instagram at Brock with the strong name. Glad to see you too. Sorry, I'm not here more often, guys. Life is life, and as it always does. And then maybe sometime in the next couple months, I'll be having a pretty big move. But this stuff won't be coming with me for that big move. But about 6 months to a year after that, the stuff will be coming with me. So if you guys see me again after I make that move, I'm going to be going from my phone on probably just a white wall. It's not cool. It's not very fun, but it is what it is. Oh, weird little thing I started collecting. Lightsabers, like expensive ass lightsabers. My guys and girls, these things are crazy expensive. Like crazy, right?
Heyo.
Hey, what's up?
Oh shit! Sorry about that. My bad.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I appreciate you.
I was entertaining them a little bit.
I love that. Like, what is that? Was that like a lightsaber? What is that?
Yeah, I was just telling them a bad thing I just got into for collecting. So this is this thing right here.
What is
it? $600.
Oh my god! What the fuck is it? Is that what's his face? Darth Maul's lightsaber? What is that?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Is it like?
Yep.
It's not going to cut your arm off, is it? No. Oh, okay. All right. Good talk. All right. The WNBA thing. I feel like I have, like, throughout my history in my life of sports and everything, I've never paid attention to the WNBA whatsoever. Within the past, like, 2 months, I almost feel like I gotta turn the WNBA on. It seems like there's just, like, awesome shit after awesome shit happening with them. And the most recent thing, well, we'll get to what got us here. I guess we'll just start off with this because it'll make a lot more sense with this. So we're gonna forget about the Caitlin Clark thing going on. She's been like a big star going on in this whole WNBA thing. She's brought a lot of
the reason they make any money.
Exactly, and people are hating on her. This, that, and the other thing. Sophie Cunningham.
I love that chick.
She comes out and has an opinion on essentially women's sports, and that she
fucking dare her.
I know, how dare she? She wants to protect women's sports. So she's
just the number 2 athlete in the WNBA.
Yeah, right under Caitlin Clark, right? Clark, what is it? Clark, whatever it is.
Clark, and that's her teammate.
Yeah. She was doing something. Sophie Cunningham. After the initial Caitlin Clark controversy, she was doing something to piss off opposing teams by like pointing fingers at them or something like that. And they were losing their minds. Like, you can't fucking point at me. She's just sitting there doing like this. And like
that's one of my favorite things.
They're losing their minds about it. You can't point at me. So
she's a professional troll. She just knows how to get under people's skin.
And she's crushing it. She's crushing it with this.
Yeah.
This interview, I believe it's the second interview that she did regarding this subject, but this is the one that kind of got the virality, if you will.
Yeah.
This is her talking about how she wants to protect women's sports. I'll let her finish.
On that same vein, in that story with ESPN, you talked about wanting to protect young girls who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that?
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children, and that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so
You're a monster. She's a monster.
Yeah, Sophie.
Stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
Yeah. Do you see your advocacy on that, like, taking any form going forward?
You know, I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals, and I'll always stand on those and be true to who I am. And I think people are going to take it how they want to take it, but I've never even really said anything about that. And so when it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that. I think that's why you have Title IX. That's why you have some of the greats in women's sports. If Title IX and women's sports weren't protected, then you wouldn't hear about any type of women in sport. And so I think in the future, it's just really important to protect.
There you go.
That monster.
What a horrible person.
She's Hitler. She's straight up just Hitler, right?
How tall do you think she is, Sophie Cunningham?
I think she's 6.
Yeah, she is. She's 6'1".
Yeah.
I was hoping she's not like a 6'7", like, hey, Sophie.
No, she's my height.
So you can look at her and,
Yeah.
right in the eye.
I'm not even into tall girls, but I would.
So she says that.
I apologize if my girl's watching, but I would.
Not long after she said that. Now, this I would love to kind of bounce around just real quick. Let me see if I can find it. She got this right here. This attack against Sophie.
That's kind of funny tech now.
Right?
And the
WNBA.
All right, here we go. So not long after she says this, she's out on the court, and this flagrant foul happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are pointing to this was a hit, because she said that this lady wanted to take her out.
Punch in the throat. That could kill her, right?
Yep.
And the WNBA.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, this is flagrant, as flagrant can be.
Right? The people that run that league, if you're Dejanay.
Let me do this for us real quick. I'm going to show you this one more time because we can see it a little more up close.
WNBA. Right? The people that run that league.
That was a clothesline.
It was a clothesline.
And you have a foul like that, I don't want to hear about, okay, that's a flagrant 2 and you get this sort of fine.
No, you are suspended for the rest of the season in my mind.
Yeah, so separate from what Sophie said, if you do something like this, it seems like you went out of your way to
hurt this person.
Yeah, to put hands on, wasn't just a simple block.
Of this,
I'm not like a basketball aficionado here.
That's 100% illegal.
But I don't think I don't think I need to be somebody who watches basketball to know. I don't think you can do that in basketball.
That is some shit that wouldn't even have been allowed in Jordan's day, and they were rough then.
Right. I feel like even hockey's like, ooh,
yeah. Did you have to do it like that?
To the neck? Whoa.
If you wanted to annoy her and get to her, there's a million ways you could have done that. You could have chipped at her all day, just little bumps, little bruises, just annoy her like that. But
you and I know how to do the long game, though. Like you and I feel like we're masters at chipping away at people with the long game.
So your dignity as a human being,
slowly but surely, inch by inch.
You may not break today, but eventually.
We'll get you. It's a skill. It's not just like violence right away. It's like, no, it'll be accumulated,
absolutely.
Yeah, over time.
Said Tommy, whoops. This is intentional. This was targeting Sophie Cunningham, and I don't care if the player is white or black. It does not matter. When you do this to somebody,
I agree with all
this
that.
Is horrible for the league.
I agree with all that.
Obviously, this was done because Sophie Cunningham stood up for women, saying that men shouldn't play against women in sports.
I don't agree with that part. I don't agree that another woman clothesline Sophie Cunningham because
I think if that was part of it, it would be 5% of it.
Right. She didn't clothesline Sophie because we want men to play. What? No, that would take you out of the game too. I can't. It's it's too convenient. It's a Fox News talking point, I think, just to say she was targeted because she spoke out against women. No, could there be a possibility that sports is competitive and this was just people not liking each other
and they just don't like her, period?
Yeah, exactly. Does this have to be if anything, maybe it's more so for her sticking up for Caitlin Clark than her speaking out about men in the WNBA.
Well, and did you see what the girl who fouled her, the girl with the fake blonde hair? Her tweet,
white privilege. Talking about that one. Talking about that tweet, white privilege. I feel like I have that tweet somewhere.
Duck, I think you're misunderstanding what he's saying. I think you're not Sophie's hair is fake. The other girl's hair is fake. This fake blonde. That's a wig.
Yeah. So I don't have it, but literally not long. So her name's Dejanay,
right after the game.
Dejanay. Yeah. She's saying that the reason why she had a flagrant foul against her, the lady who did the clothesline, was because of Sophie's not because it was a legit foul, but because of white privilege.
I've seen Bradshaw give less brutal clotheslines in the WWE.
I've seen a more a more easy clothesline from hell than that one right there. It's why are the people who don't like racism so much the first people to kind of call out racism when it's not racism?
Yeah.
That kind of, it's like, crying Hitler when it's not Hitler. It's like crying anti-Semitism when there's no anti-Semitism. Like it's the boy who cried wolf. It's the dyke who cried wolf. And it's like, we're gonna belittle the meaning of that if you just say that willy-nilly.
But now the WNBA has put themselves in a little bit of a pickle, so to speak.
Dude, they're losing their minds, right? Because like Matt
They
Walsh
did it to themselves.
Yeah, and years ago, 2 years ago, Matt Walsh made a video called or a documentary called "What is a Woman?" Right?
And people were like, "That's ridiculous. Everybody knows what a woman is."
Stupid. Of course we do. Now the Women's National Basketball Association is having to ask themselves, what is a woman?
Because they said it was anybody who identified as a woman, which is kind of counterproductive because you don't use the word in the definition of the word. But now you have NBA players going, I declare myself into this year's WNBA draft.
Yeah.
I am trans and you can't tell me anything about my truth. And you're like, oh shit. And you know what that decided for me? If the WNBA allows this to go, will be the first time I gamble.
Yeah, like you're going to be paying attention to women's sports now, specifically women's basketball.
It'll be the over-under of 48 points a game minimum for every 15 minutes he's on the court.
Yes.
And 72 rebounds.
So you have this guy, you have Royce White, and then
who's running for Senate, by the way.
Yeah. Par for the course, right?
I love it though. He's trolling on a masterful level.
And who's the other one?
He's a current NBA player.
Ennis Cantor, right? Ennis
Yeah,
Cantor, Ennis Freedom.
The funniest thing is Ennis Cantor, his stats are like 3 points a game, 5 rebounds, and like 2 assists. He's gonna have 148 points a game, 77 rebounds, probably no assist. He doesn't need it. He's 6'10".
He had that doctor assist, though. You know what I'm saying?
and like they were like, you can't do this. He's like, I meet every requirement that they stated needs to be met.
Yeah, try me
to be in the WNBA.
And for whatever reason, Ennis, his transition, his whatever you want to call it, his declaration to being what he is hasn't made as much noise as Royce White. As this man on the screen, he says, this guy on the screen, Royce White, he says, it came, y'all, my first wig. Tomorrow, I test it on the court. Like, when we see the interview, I still think to myself, is this guy fucking pulling our chain? He's
great. Like, I saw the video where he declared, and he was like, I am a sometimes when I feel like it trans woman, and it's just like, bro, you have nailed it.
Is he being legit though? Or
no, he's trolling.
You think he's trolling?
Saying, yeah, 100%. He's basically saying, you have to accept me now.
Bro, I don't know. I
do.
I hope.
Because he even said, he's like, he keeps referring to himself as him.
He does. He did. He said, we're all sweaty guys hanging out there. Like he does. He can't, but you could argue that, being transition is new to him, and he is
100% trolling on this because he knows it's proving the point. Because the second they did this, it sent the WNBA into a panic, and they had an emergency meeting.
Yes.
By the way, they're still having.
Yes, they did. Right now the WNBA is facing pressure to clarify its eligibility language after former male players Ennis Cantor, Freedom, and Royce White publicly declared they would enter the draft by identifying as women. While the league's rulebook states only women are eligible, it lacks an explicit definition or biological criteria, prompting a special task force to review the policy. So right now, the WNBA. What's funny though, I know. It's called the Balls Deep Task Force,
Were you born with nuts?
Yeah.
Yes? You can't play here.
Well, actually, what is a woman? Because women could actually have a penis, just so you know. So just real quick. So there's 2 more clips, actually video clips after this image. So he says, my first wig came tomorrow. I tested on the court. This is my feminine era glow up. Did I slay? If y'all don't, yes, queen, you're transphobic. I really don't understand all the
That's a troll.
I don't, dude. I don't.
Dude, he's 1000% trolling.
Listen to his 2 interviews, and you tell me. You like, and I already know you have an opinion on this. I already know. So right now, he says right here. So this is the first. This is the first of 2 clips I want to show of Royce White. This is him not wearing a wig right now. This is just him saying that he's a woman.
That's the one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. This was from August 7th. This was about 4 days ago. This is when Royce White, I guess. Do you call this his first coming out? This is when he came out and said he identifies as a woman?
Yeah.
This is the first?
All
right, so here we go.
Oh, earlier this week, I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman.
What's up? I'm transgender. I'm a woman.
I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So,
but even if he's okay, but I agree with you. Like, I feel like there could be some,
because he even said the only reason I'm doing this is for the purposes of basketball.
But could he be someone who's like, you know what? I identify myself as a man, but when I play basketball, I'm a woman. Could he have a little mental, shit going on?
I think.
All right.
Again, I'm looking at what his career was overall.
Okay.
He's done a million different things. He ran for office, professional basketball player, MMA. The only way this is going to get better.
He's still running, right? He's still running for office?
No, that was 2024 that he ran. The only way this gets better is if in 2020, or if after, let's say they say, no, you can't do this, is if he goes MMA.
He goes to the girl side. He's a Fallon White, if you will.
And he just absolutely destroys everybody.
As a woman, for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. Well, I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. But
you don't think this is, if he is being facetious like you're thinking, is this not character assassination, or is he at the point, because obviously he's retired, he's not playing in the NBA
he doesn't care about the political
right,
stuff
so
anymore.
It doesn't matter to him anymore, so he's just kind of doing it for the betterment kind of thing.
Yeah. He's like, hey, look, I couldn't, he was a medium basketball player. He wasn't great. He had a lot of promise. He was a first-round pick, but this is his way to make the mark on basketball.
I know, but
I fixed the WNBA.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I wonder if this is legit to him. With what you said, I agree. Maybe I didn't make my mark in women's, but hey, in men's, but I have this calling to women's basketball, and I feel like I really make my mark there.
He's saying he's gonna fix. On the way out, he's gonna be like, "Hey, I fixed it. Now only women are gonna be in the WNBA." Because if I'm not too unclear, I think Ennis declared before he did.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
So I think they were like, "Oh, Ennis, he's a joke. He doesn't really mean it." And now you have somebody else joining, and then all you would need is somebody like LeBron James to join in on it and play, for the next 50 years, putting up 700 points a game.
Did you see? I'm not going to move. I'm not changing subject, but from Europe, Julie Tetrart. Have you heard of this? Bundle of joy. Look at this. This to me is someone who exactly knows what they're doing. This is a man. You see this man?
That is a dude. I can tell you just by the shoulders.
And he's just crushing. He's just crushing women. So this would be the Royce White of the WNBA. And they're trying to get social media users are trying to get Julie Tetrart in the WNBA.
Fuck it, let's go.
I'm not against it. Fuck it. Like you said, fuck it. Let's go. But does that not mean then in the NBA, we're going to have females who are male transitioners? And like,
no, because it never goes that way.
But like, I guess what I'm trying to say is even if it did, they wouldn't be 1. They wouldn't be 2. It would be like, yeah.
No, they'd probably make the practice squad.
Right. Like that would be their only claim to fame is like, I was the first, male
female,
or female to male,
whatever.
And I made the Knicks, but I never left the bench.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's because again, it never goes that way. It always goes male to female. Like I wasn't good enough in male sports. So I'm going to go to the female version and just beat the fuck out of everybody. Whereas and not for nothing, if let's say a female, I don't know, a female kicker, right?
Right.
For the NFL came in and just started booting 70-yarders, put her in. Fuck it. Like let's see what this girl's got because I'm down for whoever's best, but I also don't want to see some 5'9" girl get folded in half.
That's a great point, though. That's where it would start, right? Like the first transition would be probably the kicker.
Yeah. The safest spot you can humanly be
would probably be the kicker
on the NFL team. Because I know there's
who would it be? The San Francisco 49ers? Who would it be? Who gets them? Who gets the tran?
Usually it's a Detroit joke, but they're actually pretty good.
I'm saying San Francisco. LA.
No, I think that's too easy.
Yeah,
that's a layup. Cleveland.
Like, it's got to be like Cleveland, or I was gonna say like some like really in the woods state kind of thing, like
So right now there are 2 female kickers in football.
In the NFL?
No, at college.
Okay.
Actually, there's 3. There is Sarah Fuller at Vanderbilt, Katie Naida at New Mexico, and Liliani Armenta at Jackson State.
Do you have any problems with that?
No.
As far as the kicker, right? It's like, no.
No, I don't care. Like, again, I don't care with females playing guy sports because, A, that just means you are at the top of the top of the top of the top female of your thing, whatever it is you do. Now, there are certain sports that females generally do better than guys do.
But I do have a problem with like them, like the kicker. I have no issue with you don't got to be a trans man to be the kicker.
You could just be a female.
Be a female.
Female come out.
But like a female defensive end, a female running back, like when collisions happen, I'm like, that's not.
I am all in for them to try, and then after they wake up in the hospital, like we get to go, hey, you really tried, and that's all that matters.
That's a great job.
You ran into our 6'9", 372-pound offensive lineman, and it's been 3 weeks.
And you're paralyzed from the waist down now.
Yeah. I mean, but hey, you tried. You got out there. You did your thing.
But I tell you what, that's the best 2 yards I've ever seen ran.
Backwards.
Your spine. I've never seen a spine make an S before, but god damn, that was awesome.
All right, now I'm going to get out of here because it's 11:20.
Okay, no problem, man. Do your thing. I'll go ahead and finish with the Royce White stuff. I'm probably doing some annoying influences. Brock, where can the people find your stuff at?
Brock with the strong name on Instagram. I think Shamrock posted it in the chat, so everybody saw it.
Shamrock is an OG for doing stuff with that. Brock, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Guys.
I appreciate you, man. It really makes me proud to have you as a friend of the show because I know I can
Absolutely,
count on you.
brother.
So listen, anytime in the future where you're available, let's talk, let's figure it out, and let's have you back on, huh?
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Brock Ali, appreciate you, my man.
Deuces.
Have a great day, bro.
Bye.
Brock. Everybody, Brock. Brock did his thing. Oh, man. Oh, hey now. Whoa. All right, no, we're not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and finish this Royce White stuff, and then we'll get to some annoying influencers, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. But it's going to take a second, so just bear with us. Hope y'all are doing good out there. Let me peruse through what we got. Duck says, see you around, Brock. Miss you. Looking forward on seeing you around soon. Yes, indeed. Just me in MPLS high school. Sophie did extra points. Joe Pond says, hope he's doing well. Techno says, pure culture jamming. Hell yeah. Guys, if you feel like it, I will go ahead and throw the phones up. If you want to call in, please feel ever obliged to hang out and call in with yours truly. Probably here for another hour or so, hanging out, having a good time. So if you feel like calling in, there's the number 954-546-3455. Let's get back to a little more Royce White stuff.
Declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. Well, I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. But
You think?
I'm a team first guy.
I know Brock has his opinion on this, but I still don't see him being facetious here. I just see this guy thinking like, yep, this is exactly what I wanted. I want to be a woman playing in the WNBA. I don't see him being like, yeah, I've reached my pinnacle. I know I'm still a man, but I'm going to try my luck on the women's side of things as a man. He looks like a broken dude right now.
I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do. I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association, but
that wouldn't be good for you though, Royce, would it? Well, this one Royce guy is coming out playing with a pair of balls.
Statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association, but hey, that'd be probably too much like right.
This is a little. We're gonna call this too much information, but I was watching Jackass Best and Last, and in one scene, Johnny Knoxville plays a grandpa, and the grandpa has very, very, very saggy balls, like very saggy balls. And while we were watching that, my girlfriend goes, did that guy have real balls like that? And I was like, no, that doesn't happen. Folks, I was at the gym today, and as I'm walking into the gym, walking into the locker room, there's a gentleman walking out of the shower. He's an older gentleman walking out of the shower. He's covering his front, but his back is exposed. Kind of like a hospital nightgown, right? Like you can't see anything going on the front, but the back is exposed. And inadvertently, I'm putting my bag down and I look over. That's a real thing. This man's nuts were down to his knees. The balls on that. I've never seen. So it's a real thing. I don't know. Just letting you guys know. The balls, they hang down very, very low, unfortunately, as we get older. Felt like I need to tell you guys.
But, hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So, and I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black, hopefully United States Senator.
So now I'm kind of maybe picking up on the vibe that he's being facetious. Like he's obviously not young. How old is Royce White? I mean, maybe he's, let's see. Let's do a quick quick cursory Google search. Royce White age. He's 35. He's actually younger than me. I don't think that's a young man. That's a middle-aged man, but it's young-ish, I guess.
State senator that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman athlete.
I see him as being 100% genuine. Here's his second interview. This is just him talking about. So in this instance, what he's discussing is he's essentially saying, listen, America's going downhill. And why not I experience life as a woman before it goes downhill? And now he's got the wig on, as we saw in the first image. In the first video, he had no wig on, but now he has the wig on. And now he's going to tell you why he feels like experiencing life as a woman.
Ship is going down. The fat lady's getting ready. The band's playing. You know, the band's playing, and there aren't enough lifeboats for everybody. So I thought to myself, you know, if America's headed, you know, down the drain, why not experience what it's like to be a woman? I mean,
is that a fuck, man? Is that like a legit reason? Like, isn't this is why I kind of now am leaning more towards what Brock was saying, that this is all a ruse, it's all of a facade. But it's like, why? Usually people who want to be a woman, they feel like they've been a woman their entire life. They don't have an idea that it's like, well, America's going downhill, so why not?
What it's like to be a woman. I mean, why would I go my entire life in a man's body to be a woman trapped in a man's body? The torture, the anguish of it.
It's like, it's a Trump 2024. It's like, what?
I can't even describe.
Am I taking fucking crazy pills? What the fuck is going on right now?
Describe it to you. You know, it's been a revelation. It's like, you can do this, dude.
There you go. Another column, another X in Brock's side. He thinks he's a woman. He wants to play as a woman, but he's telling himself, you can do this, dude.
You can do this. You can become the best WNBA basketball player the world has ever seen.
That seems genuine. I see him there, and he seems like a genuine guy. He doesn't seem like someone who's joking right here.
You can go to the WNBA and elevate the entire game. You can draw more eyes. You think Caitlin Clark's drawing eyeballs to the women's game. Wait till me and Enes Kanter get there. Wait until the LeBron Jameses of the world show up. Wait until your young high school athletes decide, you know what?
You know what? I'm a man, but now I'm a woman, and I'm going to beat the woman's ass. When you look at this, and if you take this for face value as for what it is, and then you go back to what Sophie Cunningham was talking about, she's just like, listen, I'm here for Title IX, I'm here for women's sports, and I'm here to make sure it stays women's sports. I don't know if I can get down with this. Meaning, I'm all for whatever Royce White wants to do. Dude, do your thing, go live your best life. But when it comes down to competitive sports, it's like, I feel like I can't let that one go. I can let it go in every other aspect of life, especially when it's consentful. Do your thing. But when it comes down to sports, like this is the hang up around the transition issue. Like, it literally comes down to sports. I think if sports were not involved in the transition thing, like, nobody would give as much of a shit. But because there are men playing against women in women's sports, that's the hang up. I don't see why that's such a, I understand why people would disagree with it, but I don't see why that question, this idea is what? How dare you think like, well, no, Title IX.
I want to go hang around with a bunch of other sweaty men in a hyper-competitive setting. Just go on over here to the WNBA and experience being a woman, because we all should get the opportunity to experience being the other sex, because it's just a construct anyway. Just a construct. There's nothing to it. There's no difference. But there's no real difference. Come on. There's no real difference.
Maybe now. Maybe. Like, what is your opinion? Chat, if you could give me an opinion, do you think Royce White, do you think he's pulling our chain? Or do you think this guy is the legit of all guys? Ruggin says, is this Diddy? Loch Ness Sand Monster says, What's going to happen to their sense of masculinity when robots take men's jobs and replace the military? Actual essential questions to ponder. Don't disagree. Don't disagree. Shamrock says, documented cases easily found. Oh, where'd that go? Oh, but when you're a creep looking to hurt women, sure, of course, you'll make excuses for it and pretend it doesn't happen. This is it's a hot topic, hot button topic. Go take some of this down. Keep going here.
Difference between men and women, and we all know that. If you dig deep, if you search your heart, you know. I mean, let me look at you straight on here.
All right. You know what? I'm with Brock. He's bullshitting. I really thought this guy was legit, and not like in like a negative way. Like, how dare you? Like, I just thought like he thinks he's a woman. I didn't think he had the level of troll right here to be doing this to the WNBA, because right now the WNBA, they're scrambling. They are scrambling. You have two former NBA players who are like, you know what? I identify as a woman. You got to let me in. They're like, oh, fuck. The first name of our organization is women. Fuck. And they're saying they identify as a woman, and we're in 2026. Fuck. Anybody can do that. Fuck.
If you search your heart, go home tonight, take some time, you look in the mirror, and you search. You search. Do some deep diving. We all know there's no real difference between them. We know
that. You know what I need right now? Let's do this bumper.
Is it real or fake?
Is it real or fake? Is this real or is this fake? Please let me know in the chat. I'm having a hard time figuring out if Royce White is being genuine or not. This is fucked up. Shamrock says he's forcing the WNBA's hand. Loch Ness Sandmon says, I'll be with Brock when he uploads a video of him injecting estrogen. Yeah.
We all know. It's a farce. It's a farce. It's been perpetuated by all of these neo-colonial racists, these neo-colonial racist white men. It's a farce. All you need is a synthetic wig. And yeah, this is a wig, but it's my hair because I paid for it. Mm-hmm. It's a wig, but it's mine because I paid for it.
You go, girl.
And if you
can I say you go, girl? What do you want me to do? Is that Kenny? Sorry, folks. Where was he?
I was just trying to get him to the fresh water, and I had to beg him to let go.
Oh, he hears yelling going on. I don't even know why you, but you do know he can drink. You know, he doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? So it's like when that happens, just space. Everyone needs space. I wouldn't think too much into it. Crazy shit's going on here, folks. Yep. It's like it's in the air tonight. People are just losing their minds. People are losing their minds. There's no need to bring you down with some of that stuff. What I want to bring you up. That's what I want to do. I want to bring you up. Let's take a gander, if you will, at some of the annoying influencers.
Fame, drama, clout, bad decision. It's time for annoying influencers.
It's time for annoying influencers. That's right. We're going to do some annoying influencers. We're going to have some fun here. Maybe we'll save the AOC stuff, woke stuff for Friday. We do a show every Tuesday and Friday. If you are new here, would love a nice sub, would love a nice like to the episode. Share the episode. We appreciate that so much. And first and foremost, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this Tuesday. There's a lot of I don't know what to say. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of changes going on with Stuck. Well, I don't want to say a lot of changes, but there's we used to have a second person, and right now we don't have that second person. And to be fair, I'm not sure if that second person will ever come back. It's kind of up to me, and it's kind of up to the other person. And in the way that it was left off, it doesn't seem appropriate to continue on with that, because it just seems like it's going to happen again. I'm always willing for a conversation to happen and talk it out, but it seems like I got a text about a week and a half ago, and that's the last time I heard from this person. And other people maybe have gotten some type of a conversation from this person. We did 2 shows since he's last left. Didn't share a show, which is fine. I don't expect anybody to share a show. But then a show gets shared of another kind in which he was on. So it's like, you're going to share that show, but not our show. It's like, dude, I don't know what you did. I don't know what I did to you to kind of give you this feeling here, but we all need space. We all need to figure our own way out. So our own way through life. So I grant you that. I give you that. Not that you need my grant or anything like that, but what I'm saying in those grants is like, I don't take it at all personal. I could, I shouldn't, and I won't. So thank you for bearing with us through all this stuff. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to do real quick. We'll come back. We'll do some annoying influencer stuff. I know I just played the bumper.
Fame, drama, clout, bad decision. It's time for annoying influencer.
We'll get there. I got to, here's what I'll do real quick. Give me un minuto, por favor. Por favor. I have to use the restroom. And I'll be right back. Enjoy. And we'll have some fun and take this bad boy home. Let's have some fun. Let's get back to it. I'll tell you what, never move in with your parents, especially at middle age. It just doesn't work. Sometimes you have no choice. Like, all right, I'll move up with you to where you're going because I got to help you on this, and we're going to move in here on that. We'll do this, but just don't do it. Don't do it, because, man, parents can be fucking crazy out there fucking ass with shit. All right. Boom. Let's have some fun. Annoying influencers. Here we go. Last round of the show. Let's play something funny first. We'll go with the funny first. Rampage Jackson. All right. And there's going to be a big theme here going on as far as the influencers go, but there's a big theme with the IRL streams. I think I'm fucking sick and tired of IRL streams. This dude sees Rampage. I don't follow Rampage, all right? I don't follow what he's doing. I don't know anything of that nature. But Rampage shows up to some house party going on, and this guy right here, this dude in the red, white, and green shirt, I guess he reaches for Rampage's nuts. And that in itself is nuts. Like, why would you touch an MMA fighter's genitals? That guy he's probably gonna kill you. Like, I don't get that. Let me take the number off so we can see the whole thing here. All right, here we go. Come on. God, I hate Threads is the worst. Threads sucks. Stop it. Damn, man. Fuck, this is fucking annoying. But so the video starts off with Rampage punching the guy right away.
Don't touch my girlfriend. I'm sorry.
He said, "Don't touch my girlfriends." Watch his hands. He does it again. Pretty sure he said, "Don't touch his nutsack." Then Rampage says that, and red, white, and green guy says, "You know what? I'll do it again." Leans down, grabs it. What does Rampage do? Slap. That was a light punch too. Like, that was a light punch. It gets better.
That's a real nigga. I don't play that gay shit, nigga. Don't touch me.
I don't play that gay shit. Don't touch me there. And what does he do again?
Don't touch my dick. Respect straight people. No, you're not straight though. Okay. You want to find out, nigga? Yeah. You want to find out? Yes. Touch me again. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You look like gay. You look like gay.
No.
Yo. You look like
Look, what does suck here, though, right, is like, you've been to a party. People do some weird shit. I'm not saying Rampage didn't have any right to do that, but he's at a party with people probably 20 years his younger, right? 2026, people fuck around in some weird ways. We would, growing up, we would do like half gay shit, like I'll slap something, like we would do stupid shit, right? So this is not out of the realm of what, people do at parties to try to seem funny, try to seem crazy. Oh, look, he doesn't care. Like now here's Rampage like punching 20-year-olds because they touch his junk. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't even been at a party. Maybe you're too, not to say you should allow that to happen, but it's just like you're completely out of the realm of what the young people do. See who we got.
Call from.
It's Fiesta.
Fiesta, good to hear from you, bro. How you doing, man?
What's up, Josh? How you doing, man?
What's up, brother, man? How you doing? What's going on? What do you got for us? Am I how racist am I tonight? What's going on? Talk to me.
Nah. You're doing pretty good tonight, man. But just wanted to point out again, man. You see how Latinos, man, how close they are to you white people, man, playing those white boy games, touching people's dicks. That gay shit. That's part of your guys' culture. That's not part of other people's culture. Do you guys see that?
Remember the Dave Chappelle joke when he's like, "Don't pass out around white people." Like, yeah, he passed out, and then I shoved a carrot up his ass. Remember that? Remember that joke?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What?
I don't know.
What's up with the homosexual games?
I don't know. I don't know what is hilarious about that, but that like, do you find at least like 1% hilarious? Like, is this guy kind of not like, forget Rampage's anger, but the balls on this guy for touching Rampage's nuts is kind of funny, right? I mean, that is kind of like, this guy's an MMA fighter. He could literally punch your head off, and this like fat dude's like, nuts. Like, all right, you got some balls here. I wouldn't use it like that, but it like, that is kind of funny, no?
No, man, that's just sick, man. That's just sickening. And on top of that, there's like this new thing with these creators that it's this humiliation thing where they get beat up all the time and it's just okay. They come back on camera like with no shame. You know, they just got bitched out in the street and they got punched in the mouth and they just come back. Hey guys, new stream. Let's try it again. It's a weird thing. It's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, the touching of the balls. There's nothing funny about violating another man. That's just sickening.
I agree. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying, like, he is Rampage. Forget the ball touching. He's kind of out of place at the party, right? Like, so, like, he probably doesn't know how a party. Not to say a party involves ball touching, but I'm just saying, like, unfortunately, white people do homoerotic stuff. I don't know fucking why, man. I would love to give you an explanation, but sometimes we just do weird stuff like that just for the laugh or something like that, you know? And Rampage, he doesn't want to have the laugh here. And like, oh, well, you fucked up on that one. He's an MMA fighter. He's going to kill you.
Yeah, for sure. Rampage is out of pocket, out of place. He's trying to get streams and views, so he's got to kind of take whatever comes with it. He's out of his atmosphere. That's not his age group. So yeah, he's got to take it with a grain of salt. Like, yeah, you got to get away from the dude. You could have got away from him earlier. You didn't have to punch him, but you just wanted him to be scared of you, and he wasn't scared, and that pissed him off. So
right,
yeah, that's what.
It still doesn't make it right. But, it still doesn't make it right. Dude shouldn't be touching dudes' nuts. Like, I'm not saying it makes it right, but I'm just saying, like, there is like a different thing going on here. Like, it wasn't out of like, at least in my, you know, my opinion, he didn't do it maliciously. But that doesn't mean you can, just because you did it in a nice way doesn't mean you can touch another dude's nuts. Like, I get that. I'm not saying that's not the case. Yeah. I'm just saying it's just like a weird generation thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just young, goofy, you know, white adjacent kid shit. You know what I mean?
And you're probably trying to be cooler for the camera because you know Rampage is there. You're trying to do some silly shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah, you're trying to play along, and you hope that he takes it funny like you. Maybe he calms down and he sees the humor in it, and then you got a good little string thing going on. But yeah, it just went sideways.
Do you know? Are you familiar? So this is the first time I've heard of the guy. Do you know this guy named Trey Living? You ever heard of this guy?
No. What's he about?
Okay, so Trey Living, I guess he's very similar to like a Rampage Jackson. He's like an IRL streamer, so he does stuff like this. The reason why I'm bringing this up is this involves him and this girl. And it's a very interesting situation, right? Because it does seem like women want equal rights, and then they'll do something like this, and they'll take it too far. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I also think maybe Trey took this too far as well. But it's like had he not did what he did at the end, I feel like he was almost in the right to be upset, right? Because so there is this weird thing, Fiesta, that it does feel like women feel that they can maybe lay their hands on a man. I can punch you, but you can't punch me, right? Like, you agree with that?
For sure.
Right. And that always,
yeah, definitely.
But it's always weird, right? Because it's like, well, you guys want equal rights so much, but if you lay your hands on me, I can't like push you or like slap you because that's not equal rights. I'm not saying I want to do that, but it's an interesting juxtaposition, how you want equal rights, but when you do something like this, you know, physically, it can't be done back to you, right? So this Trey guy says, well, fuck that. You're not going to do this to me. I don't know if you can see the video right now or you got to pull up the video, but if you want to hang on the line real quick and you can watch the video with us, feel free to.
Sure.
All right. So again, this is he's a kick streamer. He's an IRL streamer, which is in real life streamer. And I guess he's like having some type of pool party. And this blonde haired gal, oh shit, it's not up on the screen. Hang on, here we go. This blonde haired girl, they're having some type of disagreement and she decides to put hands on Trey. She decides to smack him. And dude, and in front of, you know, your audience, in front of your bros, it's like it's almost putting you like on blast, so to speak. Like,
you need a drink.
You say something, Fiesta? My bad.
No, I'm listening. I'm checking you out. I hear you.
I heard it. Okay, here we go. I'm starting from the beginning.
You need a drink.
What you gotta dry off.
You need a drink.
Wait, what you just said?
So this is Trey right here, to right in front of her, not to the left, but right to the right of her. So she's like, they're having some type of argument right now.
You need a drink.
Wait, what you just said about Kazi teeth?
Hey.
And she just slapped him right there. She just fucking slapped him, and it's like a pretty decent slap too.
What the fuck?
Why you?
Whoa.
You need a drink. You need a drink. You need a drink.
And you can tell she's drunk. You can tell she's like, no, you stop it. No, you stop it. And Trey's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I think one of the Island Boys are there too. That's fucking weird. Island Boy. Those guys.
I didn't Why you slap me? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I really feel bad. Why you slap me? Why you slap me? It was like a natural reflex. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And now she's trying to be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Like, no, you meant to. Like, right. you put your hands on a dude because you, like, whatever's going on, but you meant to do that. And now that she's kind of, you know, there's a bunch of dudes around her and she's being confronted. She probably feels a little out of place. So obviously she's apologizing. It probably is a little uncomfortable for her.
Why you just let me? See, why do women like putting their hands on me? Why you putting your hands on me?
And Trey's like, why do women feel like they can put their hands on men?
None of that shit with hoes.
I didn't mean to.
Why you slap me, bro?
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been a thing for a while. And I do believe in equal rights and protecting yourself. But you know what I mean? You got to be able to.
What about equal lefts?
What's it called? Proportion.
What about equal lefts? You believe in equal rights. What about equal lefts?
Yeah. A good left backhand is always sweet too if you get the right angle.
You know it.
So, yeah, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely, if a woman punches me and she's like significantly smaller, then yeah, you know, I'll just put my arm out and hold her off and let her blow off steam. If it's a bigger chick, you know, these chicks these days, you know, they're in their 180s, 200, 220s.
Yeah, she's a hefty
and they don't
gal.
look it. Yeah, and they don't quite look it because it's all in the boobs and the ass and the hips. But you know, they got some strong arms, and if one connects good with you, you could see a flash or some stars. And at that point, yeah, with the anger and feeling, you know, violated and not being hit justifiably, you might come back with a nice pimp slap.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's proportionality. Or you might just give her the old Hulk push that shoves her to the ground and maybe she hits the back of her head on the ground. So something with proportionality that, you know, you're not trying to kill her. You're not trying to knock her head off. But, you know, you're just trying to get her off of you and put a little fear in her to let you know, hey, build this grown man's strength. And if you would like to carry it further, then we can. But, yeah, this is what you're coming up against. So maybe you should calm down.
And not like a negative fear, but it's just like imagine if you did this to somebody who didn't have restraint, right? Imagine if you felt like you could do this to somebody who was like, whoa, what the fuck? And they just, because like he gets slapped and there's like, at least in this video, a minute or two goes by before he, you know, reciprocates. And it's not necessarily with a slap, you know, and she's kind of asking like, just fuck it, Trey, just slap me, just get it over with. And he doesn't do that. He does something else. But, you know, it's not like kind of what you're saying where it's like it's in the moment where he's kind of like defending himself. Like he's got a second to think about it, which kind of makes it a little different. It's like she didn't slap him and he's like defending himself. It's like she slaps him and he's kind of like worked like, what the did you just fucking slap me? What the fuck? You know, so he's kind of like he's
what
ruminating.
Was the end result though? I didn't see the video part. What was the end result? What did he do?
Well, I'll show you right now.
Equal rights, right? I'm about to slap. Watch out, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. I'm dead.
So she keeps saying, go ahead and slap me. And he's like, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And his friends are like, no. You know, like they fucking back him up. That's not that. And I think his friends in this moment, you have some good friends there, bro, because true friends should not let you do, especially on camera, man. You don't let that happen on camera. You don't let your bro look that bad. Like, even if he got, you know, quote, humiliated by a girl, it's like, dude, it's a girl who slapped you. It's not like a dude. You just fucking, she doesn't come to your fucking party again. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, fuck her. Right. She's done, you know?
Hey, it's equal rights. Wait, cuff him. It's equal rights. Just let him do it. Let him do it. It's equal rights.
Hey, just dry off. It's okay. Can you just slap your ass? I think you just need to sit down. You have
so she's saying hit me. She's saying hit me.
Feel like you.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Stop putting your hands on niggas.
I'm sorry.
Because on God, the camera's going on. But stop touching him. No, don't touch him, brother.
I'm sorry.
Nigga ain't never touch you, brother.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Nah, brother.
Sorry.
Nah, y'all hoes need to learn. Stop touching niggas,
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Stop touching, like he says, you know, y'all women need to learn, stop touching dudes. Like, you guys, you know, this is not, I don't know where you guys get this authority from to feel like if you do this, and I agree with that a little bit. Like, stop. Don't don't push the envelope this much, man. You're
right.
You know, you're gonna do that to the wrong dude, and they're not gonna be this controlled. You know.
But I gotta say though, if she was like a little prettier, she wouldn't have did all that.
Touche.
I see the big face with the big jowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just wants to connect with it. It's actually screaming out to him to slap her in the face. It's so.
It would have been more of a
such big
sexy
canvas.
slap if she slapped him, but it'd have been a sexy slap, right? Like, oh, right. But now it's like, this was a heifer slap.
Right, exactly.
Fuck.
He's trying to put a heifer in her place. That's what he's trying to do.
Come on, Moo Moo.
I'm sorry.
I'm a black man.
So this is what he does. So don't worry about all this stuff. So he's kind of, he talks shit to her a little bit, and they kind of back her up. But she gets close to the pool, and this is his response.
Like,
right
it comes to a point, you're like pushing me to the limit so much, and it's like I can only talk so much shit about your big ass nose.
He throws her in that's what he did. He throws her in the pool. Like, she gets a second again, and she goes, I can only talk so much shit about your big ass nose. And he's like, fuck this. He picks her up, throws her ass in the pool. I mean, I don't know how much more equal you can get. You didn't violently hurt anybody. You just kind of, you humiliate me a little bit by laying your hands on me. I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm going to try to humiliate you a little bit.
Right.
I feel that's equal rights, right?
Yeah, that actually was a good alternative. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Like, people get pushed in the pool just playing around and doing dumb shit when you didn't even expect it or ask for it. So, yeah, that was a good response.
Yeah.
He did a good job on that.
I can accept that. I mean, we've all seen people get thrown in the pool with their clothes on. It's like, it's kind of funny. It's not like really like the end of the world. Like, hopefully you didn't have your phone in your pocket. Even if you did, all our phones are almost waterproof at this point. You get out in time, it'll be fine, right? You shouldn't have fucking put your hands on somebody. With all that said, after this happened, do they go a little far here? Maybe, like after the pool thing here, do they go a little? She's a little, she's freaking out. Gotcha,
Yeah. But Josh, I'm seeing this camera story. Is that the camera story where the guy went out of state to buy weed and came back, and then they arrested him or something for trafficking or something?
What's the camera story? Was the one we talked about?
I'm asking you, what is the camera story? The flock camera.
We were just talking about flock cameras in general. They're like, there are these things. There's about 120,000 of them in a bunch of different communities right now. And they're essentially like glorified license plate readers. They're actually like facial recognition. They're keeping track of, like, it's not just a security camera. It's like almost like, I need to see if you're doing something wrong kind of thing. Like they're horrible. They're horrible pieces of shit cameras that are invading people's privacy for no reason. That's what we were talking about.
Okay, so did you hear the story of the black guy that I think he was in? I don't want to butcher it. He's in one of the states, and 4 or 5 cops used the flock cameras to follow him and traffic cameras to follow him from state to state, and he went to a dispensary and bought weed, and then he came back in the States, and then they arrested him for trafficking?
Yes.
I believe that's the story?
Yes. That is one of them. Like that one is fucked up. They were like, and unfortunately, he did do that. Should they have done that? No. But to further your point, did you see the lady who got pulled over 2 times in 1 week because the flock camera misidentified her license plate as the license plate belonging to a car of a murderer? 2 times she got felony, like when you get felony pulled over, they don't like come up to your window, knock it, like they draw guns, they're like, get the fuck out of the car now. This is,
right.
A poor, unfortunate black woman this happened to her twice in 1 week. It's like, cops, what are you doing? You're really shooting, literally shooting yourselves in the foot with this fucking shit by about the person who you went after with this. It's like, fuck. So, but it's happened a few times. So like, with what you're saying, he, right or wrong, he was doing They shouldn't have been following him for sure, right? But this lady was completely innocent. The flock camera just had her license plate incorrect, and she got in the same week felony arrested 2 times. What the fuck, dude?
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. But it goes to another point to say, so with all this stuff, bro, and you see they can track a man through multiple states, you guys mean to tell me that there's no footage of the Mississippi, what's my boy's name?
Talk about Nolan Wells? Who you talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about Wells. There's no footage of Nolan Wells and the people going to get the boat and the granddad popping up with the friend, and there's no ring cameras. There's no camera at the docks if there was a body in the boat. Man, I tell you, man, once again, this is why black people, bro, we laugh whenever we hear these stories. This is just sad. Like, this has been our whole life. But like I said to you, to white people, that stuff just makes sense. Oh, yeah, no, there's no footage. There's no cameras. There's no ring cameras. But I tell you, man, my soul, if it was a black guy, man, there'd be all kind of footage. There'd be the granddad showing up, pulling out the boat with the body hanging out the back, and the guy coming in there. But for some reason, when it comes to white people, there's just no footage.
I do wonder, and I'm not going to negate what you're saying, but I do wonder, just to kind of go off with what you're saying, is if there is footage available, but because there's a trial happening, some of this footage may not be available yet. Like, I'm really not up to date with the Nolan Wells case as much as I should be. But I do know there's some fuckery afoot. People feel like there's some shit going on. We kind of covered it like loosely before. I know like 2 or 3 people just got arrested in regards to like hiding evidence or doing something in regards to that case, not necessarily in regards to Nolan Wells, but in regards to the case. They were doing some suspicious shit. They just got arrested. So like I feel like by Friday or Tuesday we'll have a little more information as far as the show goes, to where we can, talk about it, to where you don't feel like we're just kind of talking out our butt. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about something I don't know about too much, but yeah, it's
yeah, for sure.
But you make a good point.
Been a really crazy case though, where like minimal information that came out. I've never seen like a publicized case like this to where there's just no information. The shit is so crazy.
Yeah. A good point that you made is this idea that there's literally like, flock camera isn't the only camera that reads license plate. There's like 2 other types of cameras that do that. There's surveillance cameras on every, fucking corner in the world here. So why isn't there any, this island they went to, when they left the island, when they got back from the island, like where is this footage to where we can start kind of piecing together, events of that day? I haven't seen any of that. So I wonder if some of that's being held back for a trial. I'm not exactly sure, but that's a great question, man. It's a great, like, of all the surveillance stuff we have, why is there nothing with this guy's case? It's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great question.
Yeah. And I think a really big window was missed when the boys got back. Like, I really would have been comfortable with everything just about, except probably like the corners and stuff, because they have like a bad history. But if they would have like brought the boys in and held them for like that mandatory 48, like, I think that would have just brought a lot of more closure, a lot more ease to everybody, and would have got way more information. But the fact that everybody just got to go home, and I'm sure the families got together and met up, and one of the kids' mom's a judge, so she knows all the procedures. She knows what to say, what not to say.
Right.
Got everybody coached up really well. Officer Talmud had his interview and trying to help them out.
Oh shit!
And yeah, so it was crazy that how much time they got, and I think that's the real bad part that people really can't sit with, is like, yeah, somebody comes up missing and dead, you go get the people and you at least question them and hold them. You know what I mean? Even if you're not going to interrogate them strongly and play the old well,
So do we know for sure that none of them were held? Like, do we know for sure, like, none of them were held for questioning? Is that like a for sure thing?
From what I heard, yeah, nobody was taken in for questioning. Nobody was held in jail. None of that. They just, the police, I guess they even came to their house and took their statements. But I'll double check that.
I have a bias because I have an uncle who literally went through the system with not doing what he was accused of doing. So like I always err on the side of, well, maybe they didn't have a reason to question these people. Like, it's an unfortunate thing, but maybe there wasn't enough evidence yet to be like, hey, you need to come here so we can talk to you. You know what I mean? So like that could be a part of the thing, but I do hope it would behoove everyone in that circumstance just to come out and just tell the truth. And the truth is going to be how we take it. So if they say this is the truth, this is what happened, we kind of have to take it at least at the word until other evidence comes out that says, no, you're lying about that. No, that's not what happened. So I don't even know if they came out and, quote, told the truth, would that make a difference right now?
Yeah, well, yeah, at this point in time, I think it's too late. But yeah, if anything at the beginning, more forthcoming, like you said, we would have took it at face value because we would have to. And, you know, that people are innocent until proven guilty, as you said. So
yes.
I think they'd be able to stand on that a lot more. But it's just like the little things. Like, bro, if you have nothing to do with your homie coming up missing or being hurt, nobody comes home and gets a lawyer, man. I'm sorry. It's like the red flags are just up, bro. Nobody gets a lawyer. You go to the people's house, you bring them the keys and the phone, and you sit with their mom and their dad, and you're worried, and you get on Facebook and you ask people, have they seen them? You're out in the community. If that's your real friend, bro. But
what if they were
anybody
worried?
Thinks that.
Go ahead. No, I'm saying I was just gonna say, like, what if they were worried? And this is a legit question, right? But like, let's just say, right, you and me are hanging on a boat, right? And I'm like, dude, Fiesta, I'm gonna chill here. You know, like, you guys got to go back. But I'm like, no. Like, let me stay here. I'm talking to this girl, whatever. You guys go back. You go back. You get back. Whatever. Like, when you get back, you're not thinking of, you know, shit's gonna happen 2 days later. But they're like, oh shit, where the fuck is he? Oh, like, we don't know where the fuck he is. Oh, this got a little more crazy than what we thought it would. Like, if you know that I told you, hey man, let me stay back, but you were the last person to see me, wouldn't you kind of feel like a little weirded out? Like, you know, like, wouldn't you rather feel safe than sorry to have like a lawyer on your side when you spoke about this? Because like, hey, you were the last person to see this guy. Tell us what happened. And you know, it's just like, you want to make sure that you're not saying anything incriminating, even if you are completely innocent. But, you know, just the way in which we talk about how a story happened, we could accidentally say something that's like, all I'm trying to say is it's not far-fetched.
I hear you, but that's more likely if I'm on a boat with a stranger. If I'm on a boat with my best friend, no, and I didn't do anything, no. There's nothing for me to get a lawyer for until they bring me in and say I'm a suspect or they try to charge me. Other than that, I'm with the family. I'm with my best friend's mom and dad. I'm with them daily, trying to console them, trying to help them figure out whatever's going on. My phone is available. My parents are available. Like, there's no lawyering up for what? I didn't do anything.
Right, but
he said he wanted to stay. I left him.
What if they just start, you know, I'm saying this is just normal human things, right? Like, we get back there, all you're saying is what happened. Like, hey, like, I'm there with you every day. We're trying to figure this out. But then they kind of start to doubt you, right? And not because of anything you're saying, but just because, like, hey, we don't know. So we as a family need to cover all bases. You could, as a friend, could be lying to us. I don't want to say you are, but we just don't know. So it's just like, I'm not mad that the friends get a lawyer, but what just doesn't make sense is more so with what you're saying too, is like, it feels like there could be more openness about this that we're not getting. Like, so like something does seem a little like fishy. I don't know what that is, but something does seem a little off with the whole thing, right? Something does seem strange about it.
Yeah, what's strange is how every person claims to be his best friend. That's the strange part. And for the guy in the interview to say that he never hung out at Nolan's house, bro, you're not my best friend. Like, I'm not kicking it at your house every time. I'm not spending the night at your house every time. It's not like it's not like I live in the hood or I got a fucked up house or something. Like, bro, I got the same type of house as you. So
did some guy claim to be his best friend or something like that? What's the implication there with what you just said?
Yeah, the light-skinned guy claimed to be his best friend, the mixed guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I got you.
Him, the white guy that did the video with Talmud, he claims he was his best friend, but never went to his house, never kicked it with his house, never knew his mom like that. but that was his best friend since middle school.
Right.
Bro, how do you not kick it at my house? We're friends for like 10 years. You never hang out at my house. You don't know my mom. My mom says I don't really know him like that. Like, I don't know any of his friends. How is that possible? So
yeah,
that's not a best friend. That sounds like a cover-up to say we were close and I wouldn't do anything to him because he was my friend like that. And it's like, nah, bro, don't add up. And then the fact that one of the guys called the mom asking had they seen Nolan like around 11, but he had his phone. So once again, how would she hear from him when you have the phone?
I was told, or at least is what I understood, as soon as they got back to land, they turned the phone over.
No, the mom and her friend had to use Life 360 to track the phone down to the friend's house. And then when they got there, the friend tried to act like he didn't know where the phone was, like it wasn't there. And they're like, "Nah, it says it's in the house."
Okay.
And then he finally went and retrieved the phone.
Life 360. I'll have to check that out. I read something else and then said kind of like as soon as they got back to land, they turned the phone over. But yeah, like that, it's like, why would you, if you didn't think anything was like any fuckery was going on, why would you just go to the parents' house and turn the phone over right away? Like, here's the phone, take it. Like, it's just like, no, I'll hang on to it. And when I see him again, I'll give it back to him. Like, why give it to the parents right away? I don't know. Like the whole thing, there's a lot of weird questions here that I feel like we can kind of speculate on endlessly. And I don't, you said some good questions.
Yeah. We're just pointing out the stuff that just seems weird. Like, I wouldn't want to put a crime on anybody, bro, because like you said, with your uncle, the same thing could happen to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no need to place a crime on somebody that hasn't been convicted, but definitely got to point out things that just are funny and
right.
Just don't make any sense when you claim you have this relationship with this person. I just see it totally different. Like, I got a couple white partners that I grew up with that are actually considered brothers to me. And yeah, if I was ever in that situation, bro, I'd be with the family every day. Like, they know,
right.
Like, there's no getting a lawyer. There's no disappearing, taking down my Facebook. If anything, my Facebook is going to have his picture on there for like a week.
Exactly. So. Yeah. Help me find my bro. Seriously. Yeah. It's not what you're saying is not far-fetched, man. I can't sit here and be like, no, that's bullshit. No, why would I do that? Like, no, if it's your best friend, you're concerned. You're like, holy shit. And if it does seem like if you're not as concerned, it seems like maybe you know more than what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't seen a tear. Haven't seen anybody choke up talking about him. Nothing. It's just like, hey, it's my best friend, man. And it's like, damn, bro, you guys have a different gauge of friendship than I do, man. My best friend, I start talking about him, thinking about memories and his kids and everything we've been through and his wife. Like, bro, I'm tearing up.
Yeah.
I'm choked up.
Yeah.
So
literally best friend.
Who am
best
I?
friend. Yeah. Literally best friend. That's what a best friend is. It's like a brother. It's like a family member.
For sure. And I got a best friend that I was friends with since 6th grade, and his first son has my middle name, and like we're that close. So I know his mom, I know his dad, I know their history, where they came from, where they moved from, their military status. Bro, I know everything about him and his family.
That's awesome.
So for somebody to say they don't know Fiesta, they know my nicknames, they know my real name. You see what I'm saying? So for them to say, oh, I don't know Fiesta, like, yeah, that'd be a lie.
It's like, well, you may not quote know him, but goddamn, have you talked to him every day? You hang out with him every day. You guys, like, you know what I mean? Like like the words "I don't know Fiesta" could be taken many ways, but what doesn't make that weird is the fact that you hang out with him, you call him, you know the parents, you're with him every day. So like you could just be lying. Like, I don't know him, meaning like I don't know him. I'm friends with him.
Right.
So like,
right.
I get you, man. I get you.
For sure.
Well,
I appreciate it, Josh, man. Always a good conversation, man. Thanks for picking up, and I'll catch you on the next show.
Fiesta, man. Appreciate you calling in. You have a great rest of your Tuesday, man. We'll talk to you when we talk to you, bro.
All right, bro. Stay white.
You know it, man. You know it. Fiesta, everybody. Proud to stay white. And I know Fiesta's proud to stay whatever color he is. Like, why would we not be proud to be who we are? We're damn proud, man. We're damn proud. Do we have any more annoying influencer stuff? Let's see.
Fame, drama, clout, bad decision. It's time for annoying influencers.
Some more. Let's see what we got.
Bring the alarm, get the lens out. Lights on the lies and the lip gloss smoke down. One more post, one more crash, one
You know what I want to play? Oh, you know what I want to play? Let's play this real quick. I don't know what the fuck is up with Instagram. But I tell you, I feel like I have the inside schizo scoop. It's the schizophrenic scoop. Last week on Friday, I showed you, who did I show you? James, what the fuck is his name? Joseph James. Where is he at? Let me play it for you one more time. Here we go. This Joseph James guy. Come on. Stop being a pain in my prick. Here we go. So I played this for you guys on Friday. He's like, I've had a dozen women. It is schizophrenic talk. That's all. The whole point of this video is schizophrenic talk, to segue into more schizophrenic talk.
About it, all the probably, I don't know, at least a dozen different women I've had one night stands with or been my girlfriends since kindergarten.
What do you mean you've had a dozen one night stands with girlfriends since kindergarten? Bro, no, you didn't.
Feel free to call me. I'm running for president. I haven't heard from any of you. I might have gotten some of you pregnant. I could think of a couple one-night stands that I never even heard from you again.
So this guy's just, he's trying to talk to his previous one-night stands and old kindergarten girlfriends to let them know he's running. This guy's running for president, by the way. I'm voting for him in 2028, just so you know. And I played that to now play you. Our future president needs to clear the air about something. And I felt compelled to show you this video. Our future presidential candidate, one Joseph James, needs to clear the air about something.
Joseph James, I'm trying to get my Pinterest going. I got the top Pinterest and the top X in the world.
He's got the top Pinterest and the top X in the world.
And I'm not in some game. I don't even know about a game. My ex-wife, when my son almost shot me in the back of the head at IKEA, she said, "Are you in the game?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm not in some fucking game. I don't play for points or I don't play bullshit. You can all go to hell. I just posted Big Pun song, still not a player, but you still a hater." So all you 12 men and 12 women in the bathtub,
I can't get enough of this guy. I don't know if you guys get the same type of crazy shit on Instagram. I got one more schizo to play for you, but he's like, so you 12 men and 12 women in the bathtub have been player haters, and then listen to how many people are in the bathtub now.
They've been hating on me for 35 years. You can go to hell. Now there's 125 men and 125 women.
125 men and 125 women in the bathtub. It went from 12 in a bathtub to 125 in a bathtub.
In the bathtub. You can all go be players. Go be a player. Joseph James presidential campaign.
Joseph James presidential campaign. We need to now play... Where the fuck is it? We need Joseph James for president. I tell you, all you women and all you men, I know there's 12 of you, but we need 125 of you in the bathtubs. Men and women. Joseph James for president. There you go. Joseph James, president. I love that guy. That guy's great. Furthermore, again, going with this idea that schizos run TikTok, this guy, he spent 2,000 years, Earth years, in hell.
Does it bother me? I spent 2,000 Earth years in hell fighting a war that humans...
He's not giving us white people a good look at all. He's just, God damn it. Could you just get the fuck, God damn it. He's balding. He's got the Hulk Hogan skullet going on. He's crazy. 2,000 Earth years in hell. Just like, fuck. And he alone spent 2,000 Earth years in hell. One man, one way, one haircut.
Have not ever seen or hear. That is 4,000 years hell time.
4,000 now.
Different in hell than it does here in Earth realm. Now, try walking in my shoes for a few seconds. You won't be able to. You're not.
Trick question. He doesn't wear shoes. That's why. Try walking in my shoes. Oh, I don't wear shoes. I wear fucking bare feet on the ground and I get warts on my fucking toes.
Able to comprehend it. You will not survive. You will not sleep. You'll have nightmares. You'll be more than traumatized. You'll be broken. Because the war I fought in hell, you'd be surprised. You wonder why that trauma...
Get it, white man! Get it! You know, real quick, I want to, he was talking about walking a day in someone's shoes. I need to say this. I've said this before, but I want to reiterate the point. I used to work at a restaurant called Melting Pot. This was a restaurant where customers would sit down at a table. They would have a boiling hot pot of water, and they would add their own bouillon cubes to the water, and they would cook their own meats in it. They would cook their own dinner. Melting Pot. One day I got to Melting Pot, and I realized I had no shoes on. I looked down, and I had to go be a busboy, and I had no shoes on. You can't be a busboy with no shoes. I walked in the back, and I said aloud, I have no shoes on. And in that moment, a busboy, a big, jacked busboy named TJ, a big, black, awesome dude just named TJ. He's like, what's up, Josh? You need shoes? I'm like, yeah, TJ, I forgot I came to work with sandals on. He's like, no problem, Josh. This motherfucker, he took his shoes off, put them on the ground. He said, Josh, let me get your sandals. I was like, what? He said, you put my shoes on, and I will wear your sandals. So for that whole night, I walked around in a black man's shoes. I lived a night in a black man's shoes. I understand. And for that whole night, TJ, he lived a life in a white man's sandals. I don't know, but we both know, damn it, we both know. There you go. That's our story. I think I've told that one before, but it's a lot more dramatic with the music. That's fun, huh? All right, we'll move on. I think we got one. We'll do one more, maybe here. I want to play one video for you before we get out of here. Got to wake up early. Taser starts the fire. We missed that one. Let's see what we got, folks. This one. You know what? We got to go back to the uplift. This gal, this lovely gal, I think she is the epitome of I don't need no man. I can do it all myself. And here you go. This is her doing it herself. I almost think she's drunk. But some reason, the video will pick up of her outside of the car attempting to get back in the car. Okay. Oh, no, the door closed. Don't give up, ma'am. Don't give up, ma'am. She's going, and the car, it's just crawling. It's not going fast at all. And she can't even catch up to it. How did she fall out in the first place? Why is she trying to hold the car back as if she will prevent it from moving forward? Hit the fucking brake, lady. But no, she's got other plans. I'm going to walk alongside the car and scare it And I'm going to say, I will call your manager. You want me to call your manager? I will call the fucking manager. You stop now. And the car almost was like, you know what? I don't want the manager called. I will slow down. Enough for her to almost get in. And the car goes, psych! And she falls. She falls. It's not going fast. The car's not going fast at all. You asshole. And she falls. And the car runs over her. And then the car goes down the hill. Thank you, lady. Thank you for showing us you don't need no man. You got this all on your own. And we appreciate you for that. We appreciate you more than you'll ever know. You got this. We're here. We're rooting for you. Even if you don't get it. We're kind of hoping you get it, but also, too, we hope you don't get it because this is funnier if you don't get it. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate your service. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, you lovely bunch of coconuts. I think that's it for the night. Had some fun. I don't know what else you guys want. What do you want from me? What do you want? Just trying to do it. Trying to put on a show. You guys are awesome for hanging out for so long. Thank you, 301EK. Thank you, Tech. Thank you, Duck. Thank you, Shamrock. Let's see. Who else? Thank you, Fiesta, obviously. There's a bunch of other people trying to stroll up. I don't got time for it. YouTube's freezing. All you lovely bunch of coconuts who came out and helped out and hung around, we appreciate you guys. All 1,200 of you. You guys rocked. If you didn't hit the subscribe button, please do. It means a lot to us. Helps us go a long way. And next time we are live on the vertical stream, feel free to just spam that heart button. Spam that like button. Every time you're on a vertical stream, you can just go like. And that might hit the algorithm for us. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't really care anymore. All I do is to care. All I care about is to put on a show for y'all who are here and hanging out. So thank you so much. We'll see you on the Friday. I think it just might be a solo show on Friday. No Vish, no Brock, no other guy anymore. So there you go. We'll see you Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out. Stuck in the middle. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Share the show if you haven't. And when the show is done, please feel free to hit the hype button because that really helps us go a long way. Love you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Stuck in the middle. We are out. I don't know anymore. We're figuring it out. I'm out. We'll see you later. Bye. Thank you, Sham. Thank you, Ducks. We'll see you on Friday. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.